Over the past year, Jack Doherty has been in a generational internet run, doing things like promoting adult content to children, crashing expensive vehicles for views, getting exposed by his ex for assault and manipulation, and so much more. Basically, nobody watches him anymore, and it's hard to spot a single positive comment across all his accounts. I've made over 20 videos on the downfall of Jack Doherty, and today I wanted to go over everything. So subscribe to join the Yacht Club, let's try to hit 3,000 likes, it really helps out so much, and let's go all the way back to the beginning.
Doherty and economy?
Bro. Dude, for real?
Bro, I thought you were rich. Like, you're in the middle of the seat, the back of the plane. Like, what's going on?
I'm saving money, bro. Go, get off the plane.
Bro's down bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously trying to save money. I wonder how much he pays for all his bodyguards.
Oh no, yo, stop!
Yeah, that actually happens. If you guys don't know who Jack Doherty is at this point, he's basically a YouTuber with over 15 million subscribers and owns a giant OnlyFans empire, which makes him a ton of money. Now, despite this, he's basically become the most hated person in the entirety of LA due to him having an absolutely massive ego and zero care in the world for anything other than internet views. He started streaming on a website called Kick a few months ago, where he's literally done some of the most degenerate things I've ever seen.
We got out of there, motherfucker! Let's go!
Watch your language, there's kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away from me.
You started talking to me, buddy.
Get away from me.
You get away from me. Watch your kids. Go walk away.
You're something to say, you mother.
McKinley, back up.
So yeah, after this clip would go viral, a bunch of people began talking about it. And I mean, I'm just gonna be fair here, I don't know why Jack was getting beat up by this big dude in the back, but he shouldn't have said any of that stuff in the first place to the guy with his kids. I mean, that was just completely uncalled for. And it's also absolutely f***ed how his dad was literally right beside him when he said all this stuff. I mean, you could see him at the beginning of the clip walking away. And Jack didn't hold himself back at all, even when his parents were around, which just kind of proved the kind of person that he is. And also the kind of parents that he has, because it seems like they don't care what he does as long as he's making a bunch of money. It seems as though they believe that money is more important than morals, even when that applies to their son. But that would just be the very beginning, because things would get much worse, as Jack would sneak into LA parties and get in fights with influencers to get views.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You called her a damn! And that's it. I was like, wait, we got a lot of That's what I heard. Like, there's a lot. You have the mid-OnlyFans horse. Do we? You can't do that. You definitely can't do that. What do you have? Hey, are you mad at me? Wait, now you want to talk about me? Talk shit about me then. Wait, I don't
it's not about that. Just because I'm at a party and I don't want to talk to you, you say that.
No. That's not what it was.
That's literally what it was.
Okay, wait.
I literally got sent a clip in the middle of a party.
Oh, really?
I just because I'm at a party.
Tell me you clip her.
No, I'm at a party. I don't want to be on stream.
I'm just saying, walk. Stop. I'm just saying, y'all say you just stop. Tell him stop. Oh. Oh no, yo, stop.
No, are you?
Hey, what's up? Hey, one by one, what's up, man?
Security guard are you?
And it was clear at this point that Jack doesn't really care about his reputation at all, and would rather do crazy things like this to get people talking about him, rather than having an actual good reputation with people. However, through these viral moments, he would realize that getting into fights was a sure way of making viral clips. He would get in fights with people like the Island Boys and Neon at a public event, which was also all streamed live on Neon's Kick channel. Let's be real, most of these fights were probably pre-planned, because if there's one thing that these Kick streamers know, it's that getting into fights will get them a ton of views. And based on the clips I showed before, we basically know that's like all Jack cares about. But besides fights, Jack would also be notorious for flipping over very expensive vehicles, including this $50,000 car, well, if you can call it that.
Holy shit.
And he would also flip over a golf cart with his girlfriend in it, which left her severely injured.
Yo, oh, McKinley, you okay?
Well, she actually wasn't okay and ended up in the hospital, in which Jack thought it would be a great idea to make some content out of it, and he would make a YouTube video which would get over 1.6 million views.
Wait, why are we in the hospital? What did I do to you?
I flipped the golf cart on me.
I'm sorry, McKinley. Forgive me. You know I'm sorry. I'll never flip you over in a golf cart ever
I don't
again.
know if I want to get in a golf cart with you.
Exactly. That's why it'll never happen ever again. We'll never ever go on a golf cart together ever again.
It's okay. I'll drive next time.
Yeah, you drive there. A woman driver will be safer than me here, McKinley. I'm gonna leave you in a second. I got a strip club to go to. Yeah, 10 o'clock. We gotta go. Get better, okay? Get well soon. Send you flowers. Nah, okay, of course. I'm gonna be by your side forever and always, McKinley. You know that. Mwah. I did this to you. I'm so sorry. I wish it was me. I was here. I would have been able to fall better than you. No, you're more valuable. You're pretty and precious to get flipped over back.
But yeah, this honestly just proves how reckless Jack is and how he'll literally do anything to go viral. I mean, I wonder what was really going through his mind when he was in the hospital seeing her. Was he actually very sorry about hurting her? I mean, I'm sure he felt a little bit of remorse, but he definitely knew that he had a viral video on his hands. But that really begs the question of what comes first in his mind. Is it the safety of his girlfriends, or is it the dollar signs? Regardless, this wouldn't be the only time where Jack would do something like this to McKinley, because just a couple months later, she would actually get robbed in their bus. And Jack thought it would be a good idea to continue streaming this prior to her being legitimately traumatized. And let's just say she was not happy with Jack.
What the fuck, Rob? Wait, what did he do?
I don't know.
Wait, did he take your stuff?
I think.
What the fuck?
No, I said first my bag is to get your bag.
He took your purse?
I don't know.
McKinley, where?
Oh my God.
Where's the key? Where's the key? McKinley. Okay. Here's the key. Here's the key. Here's the key. Guys, I'm McKinley. I'm alive again. Is that okay? 5 minutes. Come on, this is great.
No.
Really? I can't.
Really?
Sorry.
Really?
But I was gonna.
It is live.
But I just started it
Like, why?
because this is like great.
Everything's great content for you.
But
I
it
just
happened.
died.
But you're alive. Let's share the story. Come on, I thought you would.
You.
This is live. McKinley, you know you're
For
gonna.
thinking that's okay.
Tomorrow though, you're gonna be so happy
But,
we
like,
recorded this. You know that.
Maybe record it, but going live again.
'Cause it
right
gets
now,
clipped, you're gonna see it on TikTok.
Doesn't matter.
It
doesn't
does.
fucking matter.
I'm doing
For
this.
once, please. I'm asking, please.
If we record it, it makes it easier. Okay.
So annoying.
I'm gonna end the live. God.
Swear to God.
Oh my God.
So if it wasn't clear enough before, I think we can say now that Jack Doherty is a complete scumbag. Now, this could all entirely be scripted, and I don't think any of us would be surprised. I mean, half of his content is pretty insane stuff, like the video I just showed you where they just got robbed, or a bunch of those different fight videos that I showed earlier. Pretty much any of these videos could be fake, and I mean, let's be real, they probably are. Because whenever Jack realized that getting into fights live was a very good way to make viral clips and get tons of views, he began doing it more and more. So are Jack's videos fake or are they real? I'm sure some of them are real because, you know, sometimes things just happen as coincidences. Like, I definitely think the golf cart incident could be real, but the fact that he began recording in the hospital a bunch is something that I don't fully agree with. But I do feel like that video is the least likely to be scripted out of everything I showed, because she very clearly got really injured during that clip, which is something that we really didn't see in any of the other fights or clips that he'd been in. For the people trying to enjoy their lives in downtown LA, I deeply feel bad for you. So I made a video the other day on a YouTuber named Jack Doherty, and it actually did better than I thought it was gonna do, getting 100k views in only a few days. In that video, I basically just went over all the most degenerate clips from Jack Doherty's streams. You know, the ones where he's bullying random people on the street, getting in fights with them and shit like that. And luckily for you guys, some new information recently came out about the whole situation that I really wanted to touch on. And yeah, I'm talking about the situation where Jack's bodyguard literally sucker punched a guy at an LA party, all live on stream for tens of thousands of viewers, where not only did the bodyguard completely knock the guy out, but he also challenged him to the ones and literally looked like he wanted to kill him.
Stop. I'm just saying, y'all say you just stop. Tell him stop. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, yo, stop.
No, are you fucking?
Hey, what's up? Hey, one by one, what's up, nigga?
Fucking security guard are you?
Fuck you, bitch, what?
What a way to ruin a party. I mean, come on. Yeah, this was not good looks for Jack in the first place. And ultimately, Jack would end up getting sued by the guy that his bodyguard sucker punched. It's actually kind of funny because this happened about a year ago, and the lawsuit between Jack and the guy who got punched has been going on since then. And reportedly, Jack contacted his insurance company, State Farm, who fucking declined to pay for it. I mean, like, are we surprised though? At this point, it doesn't even matter if Jack is paying a buttload of money for insurance, because if they saw this clip, there is no way that they're going to be giving him any money to help out this guy. As we know, he pretty much does this type of shit all the time. And also, I wonder how much Jack actually got sued for. I know for a fact the person who got knocked out knew that he could sue Jack for a lot of money, and I'm sure he did. And that could also be another reason why State Farm didn't want to help Jack pay the guy after he got sued. It's also funny because a few years ago, Jack would also be on the Dr. Phil show because his brother and his neighbor didn't like the content that he was making since it was affecting both of their lives negatively. No shocker there. And this whole Dr. Phil episode would quite literally become comedy gold.
I told my manager to go yourself because Jack said he'd pay me $100 to do it.
No, I gave you $1,000. Let's be real. I gave you $100 extra to say that. It's all in jokes. Like, it's all like, you know, grow up, live life, have fun.
Tens of millions. And they do a lot of comedy and a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
And ultimately, going to see Dr. Phil wouldn't do anything, as we would soon find out that his shenanigans would soon get pushed to the max, as he would soon move to LA, start his OF empire, and make some of the most brain rot content on the site. And this brain rot I'm talking about is not just some skibbity toilet shit. It's him going out in public and being a nuisance to random people walking by. And the sad thing is, he actually thinks this type of content is funny.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, little bro? What you gonna do? Uh-oh, he's mad. Uh-oh. What you gonna do, little bro?
And these clips would simultaneously make the entire influencer world hate him, as he's literally the new gen Jake Paul and Logan Paul from back in, like, what was it, 2016, I think? They pretty much used to be like the poster problem child back in the day, and nowadays that's pretty much shifted over to him. But the difference between Jake Paul and Jack Doherty is that literally everyone is just laughing at Jack Doherty. And let me reiterate that they're not laughing with Jack, they're laughing at him, since Jack is literally going out and negatively affecting random people's lives on the streets, and promoting adult content to kids, might I add, which, like I said, has made pretty much the entire influencer community hate him.
Yeah, who do you dislike?
Jack Doherty.
Wow, I didn't think you were actually going to say it.
Oh, Jack Doherty?
I don't disagree with you, but I just don't like giving a lot of these people more attention than
Yeah, I'll probably
just by saying their names.
He came in his pants as soon as I said his name. He like nutted, he's gonna put it on Twitter.
Yeah, and then he's gonna go after you. See, you just gave him a bunch of content. That's like a whole stream right there.
Yeah, that kid's a fucking dork.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's like,
I see what you're saying.
Here's my McLaren. Like, dude, I want to like.
You kind of look like him. That's the funny thing.
Okay.
Over time, even more influential streamers have even talked about Jack Doherty. One of them being Nick Merckx, who was one of the most successful streamers in history and definitely has a voice for the entire community. Where he spoke on this just a couple days ago on a podcast called Bustin' with the Boys, while also including Neon, a streamer who makes very similar content and also has beef with Jack Doherty.
Who's this kid? Who's this kid right here?
That's
the white kid.
That's Jack. He's one of the worst.
He does the same thing, right?
Yeah,
I've seen
Neon are
videos of him
horrible. They're both horrible. The point I was getting at, though, like pro ball players, you know, like you guys live a life that's really interesting in a way, in a lot of ways, but something that's kind of hard to deal with is getting popular and getting fame so young. Like you're mad young and all of a sudden you got all this cash, you got all this fame. How do you deal with it? And you see guys in the NFL struggle with that every year, right? Well, streaming is getting to the point now where kids can do this. Like a pop-off stream can set a kid up for a huge year, and then all of a sudden you're this kid. And if you don't handle it right, if you don't have parents...
That was so that's funny, fucking crazy. The way you say it, and then he's just ridiculous. Right there.
Like, I don't care. Like, look, I don't care. You want to flex, you can flex. But, like, it's just the things they do. Like, when they're provocative on stream, they're going around, they're being disrespectful to people that don't even deserve it. Like, you know, his father should smack him in the head for that. You know, because if I did that, he'd beat the hell out of me if I did some shit like that. If I go up and screaming, like I saw some other guy fucking screaming at a little kid. Like, you just can't. You don't do certain things. You know, with great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man.
Yep.
Great.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Great pool. Great pool. You know what I mean? It's a new age. It's a new thing. It's becoming pretty popular, and these kids got to be careful, man.
He's got a massive.
I mean, that kid seems like a loser.
Yeah,
he is, man. He really is.
It's the.
But you know what? Like, it's hard to fault him too, though, because now the success is so prevalent. So he's in this mode. And he's cooking. Right. He's fucking cooking right now. So now, how do you tell a kid like that that's cooking and he's making all this bread, I'm sure he's putting his mom on, his dad on, you know what I mean? I'm sure his parents are probably fucking proud of him.
He's got a good ecosystem around him.
Right, so how do you slow a kid like that down? How do you say, hey, the way you're acting is ridiculous? He'll go, what the fuck are you talking about? Look at this Ferrari right here.
So yeah, it's clear that Jack probably isn't going to be stopping these shenanigans anytime soon, as not only are the people around him literally endorsing this behavior, as he's making a buttload of money, and I mean like probably generational wealth. It's so difficult, nearly impossible, I'm sure, for even his parents to tell him to stop doing this, as they're most likely heavily benefiting from what he's doing as well. I mean, it's 100% apparent that neither of them are going to have to work another day in their lives, as Jack is making an unfathomable amount of money, as we all know. However, some influencers even say that he isn't successful due to many factors that go over most people's heads.
It's actually bad of us to call him successful because I don't think he's successful.
You find him to be in a good spot,
but in by society's terms, he's successful because he has money and followers and he's got a mansion and cars inside of it. But
it's
that's
funny
not how I judge a man.
But like society also knows, we all, like, even the kid that doesn't have money, right? Like when you were growing up, right? You knew in your heart not all rich people are happy. We all know this. We see the movies, we hear the songs.
Yeah.
Motivation of having other people look at you in a successful light is very strong motivation for people. I want, like even you, right? When you first started, you wanted to prove the people that wrote you off wrong.
I mainly wanted this video to not only be going over the stream clips, but also mainly the legacy that Jack Doherty is leaving behind and how his content is affecting the people around him. However, literally earlier today, Jack was committing a crime live on stream, that being texting and driving, and crashed his $200,000 McLaren, all completely live on Kick for probably tens of thousands of people to see.
No, watch out, watch out. Oh, fuck, open the door, open your door. Holy fucking shit. Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Holy fuck. Oh my God, bro. My whole fucking car, bro. No fucking way.
I think what makes the situation so bad is that not only was Jack texting and driving, but he also looked like he was going way over the speed limit and also live streaming on Kick while driving. Now, he wasn't the one actually holding the camera, but he was the main focus of the stream, which makes him have to be the one that's actually entertaining the audience. Now, most streamers, whenever they're live in the car, aren't the ones actually driving, and rather the ones like, you know, in the passenger seat or even in the back seats. And even after the accident, Jack seemed to care more about the stream content than anything else. He showed his friend's face being extremely bloody around the eye area and would still proceed to give him the camera to film more content, even though he could have been extremely hurt, which makes this whole thing even more degenerate since Jack seems to not care about anything else other than content.
Oh my gosh. There's no fucking... Michael, here. Michael, do you have your film on that phone too? No. Oh my God.
And then whenever McKinley got there, he would continue talking to everyone as if content was just way more important than everything else, including the safety of his friends and himself. Which, to be honest, I mean, that's probably the case with him. McKinley even asked if they were okay, in which Jack wouldn't even respond and would rather think about content.
You guys have anything else you need me to get out of the car? Do you want to take that shit since he doesn't have it? Wait, let him have that, let him have that. Let him have that, and then McKinley, can you just...
Now, this was just wild because even though his friend said that he probably shouldn't be holding the camera since he was bleeding all around the nose and eye area, Jack proceeds to be like, no, just let him hold it anyways. Because like I said, Jack literally only cares about content and not even the well-being of his friends or anything else. In fact, this would be shown even more throughout this video, as Jack would tell his friends to make sure that the video looked good, as he's probably going to make a YouTube video out of this whole situation. So honestly, he probably wasn't even mad that it happened in the first place.
I cut it off. Can you film on here on the phone? And McKinley, just make it look good. Look through here the whole time. Go over Michael. You got driver's license with you?
Yeah, I got you.
You guys, all four of you were in the car? No. 1, 2.
So yeah, it seemed like Jack didn't really care about anything else other than content in this situation. However, this entire thing ended up getting him banned off of Kick, which is the platform that he'd been streaming on for the past few months. Honestly, seeing this is just more sad than anything, as Jack's friends have to think at some point, like, what are they doing? Like, why are they friends with this guy? First off, he literally doesn't care about them, as we've seen by him literally handing this guy a camera who's very clearly injured. And also, he just uses them for content. Like, shortly after all this happens, he would make a tweet with a video of them both in the hospital, and I don't think bro really wanted to be recorded.
Hey guys, we're in the hospital after the crash. How you feeling, Michael? Amazing. I'm getting stitches right now.
And his girlfriend McKinley would also make a video on TikTok saying why she prays for him every single day. He should sue your ass for texting and driving, praying for you, go to prison, get sued by the cameraman, and insurance sees the video and doesn't help with shit. Your insurance is about to be so fucked, and you might just lose your license. These are a few things that people were saying, and I honestly agree with pretty much all of them. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the guy who got hurt actually didn't end up suing Jack, since, you know, he's Jack's friend and he's obviously making a lot of money from Jack, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he does. I mean, Jack was literally streaming himself committing a crime. All this stuff is pretty public information, and if the cops see this, he could have a very, very hefty fine, along with having proof in court if the cameraman does want to end up suing Jack. Regardless, I really hope Jack gets what he deserves soon. For a while, I've also been talking about McKinley, who's his girlfriend who made the TikTok saying that's why she prays for him, and genuinely, bro, this entire situation made me lose respect for her even more than I already had. I mean, I'm just gonna be completely transparent. I think she's probably one of the stupidest people on the internet, along with Jack, for not only putting up with all of his shit, but also supporting him through all of this stuff that he does, and treating him like he doesn't mean to do it and that it isn't his fault. I've also brought up the fact that he's hurt her in the past multiple times, like he's flipped her over in golf carts and a bunch of other stuff, and she still decides to stick with him even though she's clearly in danger. However, what I'm seeing a huge lack of people talking about is the whole reason why he became this kind of person in the first place, and that is the insanely terrible parents that Jack actually has, who since the beginning have basically just let him do whatever he wants as long as he's making either a large amount of money or attracting a large audience on his YouTube channel. In many videos, they would seem like they actually cared about what he was doing, by either saying like he needs to stop doing this stuff before he actually gets arrested. Mainly on an episode of the Dr. Phil show, yeah, Jack Doherty actually went on Dr. Phil, in which I can't actually show because of copyright, but his parents would say that it's really hard to ground him from all this stuff since this is how he makes his money, which makes the things that he does just get crazier and crazier.
Dr. Phil, neighborhood prankster or menace to society. Mom, Dad, how do you feel about that, huh?
I feel proud, but the way how it's going, you know, the dangerous and the way how you acting, I don't like it.
Okay, fine with me. All right, guys, with over 1 billion views across the social media platforms, Jack, 17, says he'll do almost anything for a like. Cap, they put words into my mouth. His parents say he continues to push the envelope with his rude and disruptive pranks and has had close encounters with the police. Is that true? Is that what my parents have said?
Absolutely, yeah.
So in this part of the video, it would seem like Jack really didn't care about what his parents had to say, and he just wanted to capture their reaction for the video. I mean, right after his mom commented about her being worried about him for being a public nuisance to the world, he was like, okay, fine with me. Like, who says that, especially right in front of their mom?
Are you worried about my future though?
Well, I do, because if you're gonna get in trouble or Jack, really?
He's twisted a lot of words, though. I'm just saying, like, are you guys asking a question?
When the police is involved,
yeah,
then it's really not good.
Oh, 100%, I
you
agree.
know what? Next year, you're gonna be adults.
Yeah.
He's actually considered an adult now. He can get arrested at, I think,
Yes,
15
so
and
you
up.
have to...
As you get older, you keep taking more risky chances.
Yes.
And some of those risky behavior is gonna get you into some trouble or serious trouble.
Fudge.
Well, we don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
I don't want to see that too.
Neither do you.
At the beginning, it did seem like Jack's parents kinda cared about the stuff that was being said about him, and most importantly, the stuff that he was doing, because in the future, it could get him arrested, and they obviously don't want to see that. However, it was also at this time that they weren't really benefiting from all the stuff he was doing, as I'm sure most of the money he was making was going straight to him, and they were likely getting little to nothing around this time. Although, as confirmed on the Impulsive podcast, despite being extremely young, Jack was making a lot of money. However, as time went on and Jack would eventually move out of his parents' house and begin starting, you know, all of his new business endeavors, they would definitely begin to lay off of him a little bit more, which we would see from the even crazier stuff he would begin doing, including this fight scene which would happen a few months ago, in which we could very clearly see his dad walking right next to him at the beginning of the clip, in which shortly after he would begin yelling slurs and harassing random people in public, and his dad didn't even seem to care.
We got out of there, motherfucker, let's go!
Watch your language, there's kids around here.
I didn't say any curse words. What'd I say?
Just watch your language.
What'd I say?
You got a stupid shirt on over there.
Yeah. Your kids can't read, though.
What are you talking about?
Your kids can't read, can they?
I'm sure your kids watch.
Get away from
you
me.
started talking to me, buddy.
More importantly, it seemed like Jack didn't even care what his dad had to think, as Jack probably realizes that as long as he's making money, his parents don't care anymore about the stuff he does in public. As long as the money's coming in, nothing else matters to them. In fact, over time, they would begin helping him promote his adult content through the YouTube shorts that he would create. It's clear that Jack's parents are blindsided by the money and not realizing that the kind of content Jack's making can be very detrimental to his life in the future. Yes, he is very successful and definitely a very smart kid. I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that. I mean, you're not going to be making $750,000 a month at only age 20 and not be smart at all.
If you don't mind me asking, like, in a month, how much money could you make? $750,000.
Good guess, honestly. But yeah, low-key around that.
But again, it's just insane that his parents are trying to help him promote his adult content.
Whoa, what do you guys do for a living? How do you afford all these cars?
I'm actually a professional basketball player.
No, you're not. Oh wait, never mind. He has a best friend.
That's not even a joke, really?
I don't do that.
There's something out there about a leaked video. I'm gonna get text messages about it.
Dad, it's AI, it's CGI, none of that stuff's real. It's not real. Stop. Sorry.
So yeah, it's brutally clear that they know what he does for a living. I mean, we can literally see clips of Jack's mom inside of his mansion with a giant OF sign on the wall. There's absolutely no way she doesn't know what Jack does for a living. However, she really doesn't seem to care because, like I said, as long as money's coming in, that's all that matters. Jack would also make a short asking his mom when her OF was coming out, which is just absolutely diabolical.
Mom, are you proud of me?
Oh, sweetheart, I'm very proud of you. Look at this, what you're having. 3 beautiful cars, 10,000 square feet house or mansion. This is like unbelievable. You should be proud of yourself.
Mom, I love you. But they want to know, when are you dropping your OF?
Me? No.
Hey, sub to mine though.
So yeah, him making this video is really crazy. And I mean, it would get even worse as we would literally see clips of Jack's parents going with him and his crew to nightclubs in which Jack would be a public nuisance as usual, and his parents would not seem to care one bit. The one major issue why people hate Jack Doherty so much in comparison to other streamers out there is that pretty much all the pranks he does don't affect him, but they affect the people around him. Just like how all the fights that he gets into, other people around him are the ones getting hurt rather than himself, which makes what he does less of just pranks and more just abusing people, whether that be physically or verbally. When you compare it to other streamers like the FaZe Clan members, where they go out in public and make a fool of themselves instead of making a fool out of random pedestrians on the street, which is much more widely acceptable in comparison to what Jack is doing.
2 hours, just like a dad. Oh my God, it's clicks!
So as you can see, what FaZe does is really just humiliate their friends or themselves, rather than just going up to random people and fighting or just making a fool out of them. I think Jack is a prime example of what the internet can do to someone. Because yeah, since the beginning, Jack has been doing these outlandish pranks, but they've only gotten worse and worse over time and began actually hurting people as of recently, and the only reason why he still does all this stuff is because of money and views. In fact, whenever he got in the car crash a little while ago, which I'm sure most of you already know about, bro would post literally 3 videos to date about the entire situation, with the first one showing how much his mom cared about him, you know, making sure that he and his cameraman were okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, I don't like when you cry.
Well, honey, I better cry now, and I'm gonna tell you, you need to stop.
I know, I don't want to, obviously, I don't want no more cars.
What I know, McKinley, I'm gonna give you a hug too. 1 second. Listen, me and what I told you yesterday. I called you the way how you was driving. Me and Michael, we were saying last night, yes, the way how he drive, he's gonna have an accident. That's why I called McKinley, but she didn't pick it up the phone last night because I don't want to distract you. You can't. And this cord, that shit, I mean, what you have, that's not for that kind of weather. You are lucky you are alive, Jack. I don't want to go on your funeral, Jackie. Please, please. Take this seriously.
So Jack's mom would actually seem to care a lot more whenever his life was at risk, which obviously this car crash should have been a major wake-up call for Jack, as not only was his life at stake, but also his cameraman. And with the reaction that his mom gave, you'd think that he tried to be more careful in the future. But that's actually not entirely the case, as just a few days after the car crash happens, he would be right back to doing the same type of stuff, but this time on a dirt bike. Going back to being a major public nuisance to everyone around him who most likely doesn't even want to associate themselves with him. Like he was riding this electric bike on the wrong side of the road, where there's clearly some traffic going on and he could easily cause some sort of accident. And just the other day, Jack would get in an altercation on stream with a guy who was seemingly trying to mess with him.
Yo, I'm so scared. Take it easy. Take your chips somewhere else, bud. Yo, I think I might just have to, bro. Well, you're getting chips everywhere. Enough. Stupid. Now what, bitch? Now what? Dave. He's good. Dave, let him be.
And yeah, I see why Jack would want to retaliate, as he did clearly get smacked in this clip. But I also want to say that he barely got touched. I mean, if we look at this, his hand essentially just grazed his face. Probably didn't even leave any sort of marks whatsoever. And Jack proceeds to absolutely beat the ever-living shit out of this guy, with the major assist of his bodyguard, who was essentially holding the guy down so Jack could just keep punching him. Now, if you thought this couldn't get any worse, you'd be wrong, as the guy would challenge him once again to an actual fair one-on-one, and Jack would be like, no, I already won. We don't gotta do that.
Yeah, now what?
Stupid one-on-one. Do me one-on-one.
Yeah, I just did, buddy. I beat the fuck out of you. You won't even show your face.
Yo, come on.
You won't even show your fucking face now, stupid. You won't even show your face. You're bleeding. You're fucking bleeding. You just got That was the dumbest thing you've ever done.
Yo, you had your security guard, bro.
I was fucking you up before he even got there.
Right. But anyways, this clip would basically spark a lot of people, especially on Twitter, talking about Jack again, just because he's obviously continuing to use his bodyguard to, you know, assist him in these battles that he's facing. And by the way, one more kind of weird thing that happened recently with Jack is that he actually signed a contract with a new live streaming platform called Party, which, by the way, after doing some research, I found out that it's actually a live streaming site that helps streamers sell NFTs and crypto projects to their viewers. Yeah, I mean, like, did we expect anything else from Jack though? I mean, he's known for literally caring about nothing else other than money, so I'm sure he would do a crypto scam on his audience to make a few $1,000s. I mean, to be fair, there's really no reputation that he has to hurt anymore, especially considering that he recently did an interview with Pat God, who's an extremely popular YouTuber known for roasting some of the most hated creators on the internet. Why Jack would want to do an interview with him, I'm not exactly sure, but he would actually go on to expose himself in this interview, funnily enough.
So one thing that a lot of people were asking about that I'll just relay for you is your primary source of income. Where would you say you make the most amount of money on the internet? If you don't mind disclosing that. If you do, that's
I'm pretty sure you're digging for the only answer. No, I'm kidding, but obviously, I mean, it's not like, you know, so that's not known. But yeah, I mean, a decent amount of my money comes from only management and that side of things, but also a decent chunk of it, my monthly income comes from my own stuff. You know, I have a kick deal, I have a gambling deal, I have a YouTube channel and a bunch of other stuff. So I make enough money, off just myself, but yeah, I also run a business because it helps me fund everything else I do,
Now, this would obviously spark tons of questions from people, as it's very well known that Jack has a very large fan base of primarily kids on his YouTube channel, and Jack's never stated specifically from himself that he makes a large percent of his money from OF, as him openly saying that would make him obviously a very bad person, and also a borderline PDF file. But it's kind of crazy the type of content he posts, and the only kinds of fans that we see him meeting.
Hi. Don't run your family. What?
You're from Oregon.
Yeah, I am. Dude, that's terrible. Yo.
Yo, what's good, bro?
What's good? Yo, that was crazy.
I don't know how he sleeps at night knowing that he's teaching kids these types of things, along with the fact that he literally says he has a Kick live streaming deal, and also more specifically a gambling deal, as I feel like no one in their right mind would want to promote gambling to kids. But I guess Jack's just on a different hustle mindset.
Do you feel like it may be a negative thing by any chance to promote gambling to especially, a younger audience, considering the fact that it may cause them into signing up onto these gambling sites and becoming gambling addicts themselves?
I mean, as long as they use my code, I'm completely okay with it.
So you're okay with them developing a gambling addiction as long as it financially benefits yourself?
Bro, I don't think I'm gonna be starting anyone's gambling addiction. I'm not going that deep into it, bro. I'm just trying to get a bag.
But
at
the end
of the day,
I'm just curious, why do you keep saying something and then saying I'm just kidding
you
after?
can't control people do online. You know, if I'm gonna get someone if I don't get someone into gambling because of my videos, then someone else is gonna get that person into gambling.
Yeah, but you can influence what people do online, right? Like you can influence someone. Like somebody can be like, I'm Jack Doherty's biggest fan. I'm watching Jack Doherty gamble right now. This looks so cool. So now I'm gonna go gamble myself. And I may be using money that I don't have because I'm not rich like Jack Doherty and I'm not playing with house money like Jack Doherty.
I know not to gamble. Obviously I have a lot of money and I don't gamble. Like, it's like
but
you just
so you agree that gambling is you think that gambling is a stupid thing to do, correct?
Sure.
So why would you willingly promote that to your fans?
What? Because why not? No, I'm kidding.
Nah, Jack might be one of the stupidest content creators on the entire platform. Don't get me wrong, he's also very smart, you know? He's been able to captivate an extremely large fan base of people, and also obviously make tons and tons of money, millions of dollars. But at the same time, at what cost? I mean, he literally just admitted himself that he doesn't gamble, and that gambling is stupid. Yet he's still willing to promote gambling to his young audience, possibly influencing them to gamble themselves, just like Pat God said. None of this makes any sense whatsoever. Yet he still continues to do it because it's obviously making him an absolute fuck ton of money.
Okay, well, let's move on real quick. So, a lot of people have, you know, some fault with you promoting only to young children. What would you say to these people who say that, you know, that's an irresponsible thing to do? You know, making videos for young children with editing that's stylized for young children, and then at the end of these videos, what you're doing is promoting pornography. What do you say to that?
Business, dog. What are you gonna do about it?
It's just business?
I'm kidding. Sorry.
No, okay, Jack, come on, man. Come on. Just how about you just say it, but then stand by it. Just say it's just business and then be like, it's just business. Just say, just be like, look, I'm gonna promote.
Like, it's just like at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and
just be like, I'm gonna promote to kids because I want to make money, and that's it, right?
I'm kidding.
But anyways, it's safe to say that Jack Doherty has lost majority of his relevancy on the internet. Most people have either forgot about him, and bigger content creators have just stopped making content on him, because I think people are mainly just really bored with his character and are tired of all the things that he does. Like, why would you want to watch videos about someone, let alone support them, if they're openly doing things like promoting gambling and OF content to kids? It is also hilarious that Jack is partnering with a new live streaming company, or I guess it's not new anymore because it's been out for like a year or something, that helps creators sell NFTs and cryptocurrency. So hey, maybe a Jack meme coin coming soon? Hey, everyone get your money ready, we gotta invest. So it seems like there can't be a day where Jack Doherty doesn't get in drama, as lately he's been on a generational run of making the entire internet hate him. Whether that be scamming his audience out of potential millions of dollars, or risking his or his friends' lives for the sake of YouTube clout. It would come as no surprise to anyone when the other day, Jack would do probably one of the stupidest stunts of all time while endangering the lives of people who want nothing to do with him. So punch that like button as hard as you want to punch Jack Doherty's face, and let's check this out. This would all start when Jack posted a clip of him doing an insane dirt bike stunt in the middle of a gas station parking lot. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
This clip would go absolutely viral all over Twitter, with many people honestly just hating on Jack. Comments like, why'd he have to be wearing a helmet? Unlucky that he was wearing a helmet. Would have been a great day if he didn't have a helmet on. Yeah, it's clear that people don't like Jack Doherty very much. However, he continued to play it off as if no one was talking about him in the first place. I got in my worst accident yet and broke my collarbone. Should I post the vid? Guys, I might have almost just died, but at least we got content. And to anyone who thinks that this content is actually real and Jack isn't staging any of it, I'm gonna be honest, you're just a fucking idiot. I mean, there is no way in hell that Jack would be doing this shit in his free time. It's so brutally clear that it's all just staged. And Jack would even post a video in his hospital bed, proving once again how desperate he is for content.
Alright guys, I crashed my dirt bike another time, and this time I think I broke my collarbone and hit my head. No more.
I think what Jack Doherty's realizing now is that in order for him to get views, he needs to constantly one-up what he did prior, which is why each time he gets in an accident now, he or someone close to him has to get more and more injured. The most recent example of this is the McLaren clip, which would result in Jack and his cameraman getting extremely hurt and spark a ton of people to talk about Jack again. Now, he's doing debatably even stupider shit, ramping off of what seems to be the dirt into the middle of a public gas station parking lot. If a random kid is just walking around the parking lot and Jack hits them, going pretty fast as we can see from this clip, there's a 100% guarantee that they are going to be extremely injured, if not, well, you know. It's also wild that Jack hasn't been arrested yet. For the amount of reckless shit that he does in his day-to-day life, that he literally vlogs himself doing, he should have been arrested a long time ago. However, every time Jack's been confronted by the police, he's somehow always been let off the hook.
Okay. I don't have to pay you? Sweet. Guys, 3 happy endings at the airport. Sorry. High five.
However, this still wouldn't be the end of the new Jack Doherty drama, as just a couple months ago, Jack would announce that he's launching his own meme coin, which we all knew was about to be the scam of the century. Going live on X to quote-unquote look for coins.
I'm going crazy, guys. Get your popcorn ready, baby. Get your popcorn ready. Go crazy. Get your bags ready. Just kidding. I am not telling y'all what to do. I'm just doing my own thing over here.
And then about 20 minutes later, find a McLaren crash coin, sounds awfully familiar, that he decides he's gonna invest in.
McLaren crash, baby. You guys already know McLaren. I crashed McLaren, so gotta buy McLaren coin, baby. I'm buying this shit. I don't give a fuck. Guys, I'm in McLaren. I'm in McLaren until $100 million market cap. McLaren to $100 million market cap, baby. I'm going. I'm up. I'm saying.
He would go on to stream for a little while after this, just showing off the coin, promoting it as much as he can, and trying to get as many people to invest as possible. However, to no one's surprise at all, Jack would end up dumping the coin after ending stream, with him probably making millions of dollars, leaving investors with practically nothing. Some people would go live to document this grand occasion, and let me tell you, it's absolutely hilarious. This coin became an absolute disaster. However, what did you expect from investing in the Jack Doherty meme coin? I mean, at this point, the guy's just a glorified scam artist, doing whatever he can to make as much money from his kid audience as possible, which made it even more funny when Jack would get scammed by one of the biggest streamers, Kai Cenat, as Jack would donate him over 300 subs on Twitch, the equivalent of about $1,500, trying to get on Kai's stream.
I'm doing the meta, the Kai Cenat sub meta. You gift him 100 subs and then you get like 10K live viewers, and then he gets all excited about like $500, so whoop-de-doo. I'll just run an ad right now and make it right back. Come on. No, I'm kidding. Guys, should I give Kai Cenat should I give him 1,000 subscribers, chat, before I crash out on a McLaren? Kai said gift another 100 if it's the real you. Tell him to gift me 100 if it's the real him.
I'm gonna be honest, he probably needs these viewers, considering the fact that normally 7,000 are bots.
Okay, Jack Doherty with the views. Look at robot views. Okay, let's see stable Ronaldo. Okay, let's see. Whoa.
However, after receiving all of the subs, Kai would outright deny having Jack on his stream.
Thank you so much. Nah. He was doing bad all year, chat. I'm not associating myself with that. He was doing bad all year, chat. That's not good. That's not good vibes. That's not good vibes. But we got 300 though. We got 300. Definitely 300.
Despite Jack being someone that literally no YouTuber, streamer, or influencer in general respects, it's crazy how he still tries to present himself as the good guy, doing things for the community like giving away free PS5s, which by the way would spark this hilarious clip.
Alright, I know you say you wanted a PS5. There you go. There you guys go. We gotta keep it one per, like...
Yeah.
Just because there's so many other people.
Because, like, there's more people over there.
He went with them.
Bro, let's go over there.
People are, it's crazy.
Yeah, come on, guys. Like,
thank God we have Lil Pump to teach this lady not to be greedy. And I'm not trying to downplay what Jack is doing here, as he's clearly doing something good for the community, giving out gifts to people and everything like that. But I think what's wrong about all of this is that he's using these types of good acts to try and cover up all the extremely bad things that he does. As it's clear at this point that he makes his money in many different ways, many of which probably are not legal. Although he stated multiple times that it doesn't matter how he gets the money, all that matters is that he has it. People have stated in the past that he's tried to sign underage girls to his OF agency, participated in, you know, pump and dump crypto scams, which we literally just touched on, but he's also allegedly done it in the past as well, and much more.
Yo, are you serious? That's very greedy. That's super greedy. That's super greedy. Super greedy. No, that's it. That's super greedy. That's it. You know, I was rich. No, listen. I was very poor when I was a kid, and if somebody handed me a basketball, I would have been so happy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You should be happy that we're giving away gifts. That's very rude.
That's very rude.
Nah, you're rude.
No, you're rude.
You're rude. Go to the gym.
I mean, hey, is he lying? In the end, I feel like one thing we can actually thank Jack Doherty for is honestly bringing the entire internet together, as hating Jack is basically the only thing that everyone on the internet can agree on, other than prepubescent infant children. But anyway, it's been a terrible past 24 hours for Jack Doherty, as he would crash out on livestream once again, this time right after his girlfriend of 2 years broke up with him.
She's been plotting this shit for a minute. This bitch used me for fucking money. I never thought it would be possible, but it's obvious.
Well, yeah, it's obvious. What redeeming qualities does Jack have that would make anyone want to date him other than money? Punch that like button as hard as you want to punch Jack Doherty's face, and subscribe to delete Jack Doherty's channel 100% real. And let's go back to the beginning, where Jack would go live on Party going over how he and his girlfriend just broke up.
Guys, look, me and McKinley just broke up. The cops are outside of my house right now. She just called the cops on me, packed all her shit, took her fucking car, everything. Insane. I can't believe I dated that bitch for the past 2 years, bro. It doesn't even seem real.
I can't believe she dated you, dog. I'm just gonna be honest. But the real question is, why was Jack's first course of action after they broke up to instantly go live and start talking about it? Could this be a setup?
Like, no bitch flips like that in 24 hours, changes their passwords to absolutely everything, calls the cops to me to take all their shit, and like that. Like, who the fuck does that after I've done everything for this girl for the past 2 years? I've done more for this girl the past 2 years than I've done for my mom the whole fucking life.
No, this is actually true though. Basically, nobody knew about her before she became Jack Doherty's girlfriend. Is anyone surprised she broke up with Jack? No. But I do have to give credit where credit's due. Jack basically helped build this girl from nothing to over 7 million subscribers.
I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this girl. I've spent 800 days in a row with this girl, and this is how I get fucking treated. Like,
there's been 2 total chats this whole stream, by the way.
Like, I thought everything was okay. Instead of talking to me, this bitch has been plotting the past 24 hours. She changed all of her passwords to all of her fucking social media accounts that I blew the fuck up because she's my fucking girlfriend. Like, the fuck?
While Jack did basically blow up every single social media account for McKinley, bro for sure still had this coming. I mean, he's been on a terrible run over the past year, doing some of the most deplorable things known to man, some of which even got McKinley extremely hurt. Like, why wouldn't she break up with him?
I can't believe I'm so mad. This is like the last actual real person I thought I had in my life. 24 hours gone like that. Like, I never thought 24 hours ago the one girl I ever loved would be gone like that. Like, fucking, like, dead ass just straight up used me. Like, that's what it seems like. It's like, what the fuck? Who flips a switch, packs all their shit, calls the cops on you, and changes their passwords to fucking everything over a little ass fucking argument? Like, what the fuck? Like, insane. I thought I knew her, but I guess I fucking don't.
It sounds to me like she's been plotting this for a very long amount of time, bro. And like I said multiple times, Jack had this coming for him. Now that Jack has seemingly lost a lot of his relevance over the past few months, I guess she finally saw this as a good opportunity to end the relationship, as there's nothing else that she can really get out of it. Am I defending McKinley from this? Obviously fucking not. If anything, she's just as bad as Jack. But this is just how the situation looks in my head.
I sacrificed my business for this girl. I made her my business. Like, I fucking put all my time into her. And she doesn't realize that. She doesn't realize I go above and beyond for her. And I fucking have never done more for anybody else in my life than her. And she doesn't get that. And she's just very unappreciative to me. I've done the world for her. And she just fucking...
Anyways, yeah, we know all this shit. A video would also surface of McKinley moving all her stuff out of the house, and Jack was honestly just being a little bitch.
As like, my girlfriend called the cops on me to get all her stuff out. Insane.
In my opinion, the more content that's produced on this situation, the less likely that it's real. I mean, so far we have 2 videos, and I feel like a lot of the internet is convinced that this is just another stunt made by Jack Doherty to try to get people talking about him. Anyways, they would walk into the house arguing until Jack would get mad at one of the police officers.
You gotta get out of my house. I didn't listen. I didn't say you can come in. She's letting us in. She doesn't own this house. I didn't say you can come in my house.
Her address is on here. She's a resident here.
I don't care. You guys are not allowed in my house.
We're not here to have a hard time.
You guys aren't allowed in my house. I'm sorry.
She lives here.
Who gave you?
She did.
She doesn't own this house.
Fries in the bag, little bro. You're like fucking 5'4".
Bro, you called the cops on me in my own fucking house after I've done everything for you.
Because you threatened me, Jack.
I didn't threaten you, bro. Bro, how did I threaten you?
Can you stay over there?
Fuck that. You're in my house.
Oh nah, Jack, that was hard as fuck. Tons of people are suspecting that this breakup is entirely fake. Cause I mean, every piece of content created from it is just insanely suspicious. Especially considering that they literally made content from this in the first place. I feel like whenever most people break up with their significant others, especially if they've been dating for 2 years prior, the first thing that would come to mind wouldn't be content. Or, you know, filming a YouTube video or going live on Twitch. Maybe I'm just underestimating Jack's degeneracy, but that's just the first thing that came to mind. Actually, wait, he just went live this morning explaining everything.
Guys, you notice anything? Is anyone home? Hello? I'm alone. I don't know if I should talk about this, but McKinley's out cheating. No, she's not. McKinley's going back to her fucking parents' house in Vegas because we got in an argument. So that's really what's happening.
Guys, let's be honest. They'll be back together in a few days. This is all just a publicity stunt.
What happened with McKinley? What did you fight about? Literally nothing. It was the dumbest argument ever, and it turned into the biggest argument ever. Like, what? It's so fucking stupid. Like, it literally just started because I wanted her to just wake up earlier in the morning because we fucking sleep in so much. And I used to wake up at 8 a.m. and, like, we just be fucking getting lazy recently. And I don't like that. And I think you are who you surround yourself with. So I want to shape her up good, too. And I want us to just be on our shit because we're so blessed to live the lives we have. And I want to keep living it. And, I don't know, sometimes it gets hard to, like, balance relationships and business, and I don't know, I get stressed out a lot. Like, I've had a lot to deal with these past 2 months with just like buying the house and moving, dealing with everyone around me, and it's just like, it's stressful and it's a lot to keep up with.
Nah, Jack actually being competent about something. I feel like a lot of people struggle with sleep, me included. I'd be waking up at like 11 a.m. on most days, which is really, really bad. And it's definitely something that I need to improve on. So for once, I actually kind of understand where Jack's coming from here.
Yeah, I made a lot of sacrifices in every aspect of my life for her, but wish she saw that a little more. But she is super appreciative. I don't want to say anything bad about her. I love her, and she's my girlfriend. That's why I've been with her for the past 2 years. You know, it's like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to be with someone I don't love or don't think I would be with in the future. And I don't think it's something like we can't overcome, but like, yeah, it's probably the worst fight we've ever been in. But, you know, you live and you learn, and I think obviously we need space too. It's like, because we live together, we work together, we're in a relationship together. It's just like, we're on top of each other 24/7, so we never really get a break from each other. Not that we need one, it's like, we never really need one because we get along so well. But I think sometimes, you know, it's like you also kind of need to live separate lives as well. Like, I think it's great we do the same things, we get to be around each other so much, but at the same time, it's like we need to divide and conquer sometimes too. It's like,
if this is fake like most people think it is, then this is probably one of the best performances Jack has done yet. On top of the fact that these are some of the most convincing reasons on why they broke up. But anyways, that's all the new Jack Doherty drama. Honestly, just more cringe than before. New information would actually come out just the other day, making it look like Jack was actually getting physical with McKinley, which if it's true could mean possible jail time for Jack, which would be the ultimate karma for all the crazy stuff he's done over the past few months. A tweet would be posted just a few days ago from numerous accounts showing body cam footage of multiple Bop House members exposing Jack for allegedly getting physical with McKinley. Like, this shit could have been really bad. So make sure you guys drop a like if you think Jack Doherty should be locked up. I'm honestly interested to see how many of you guys hate him as much as I do, and let's take a look at all of this brand new evidence because it is absolutely insane.
Domestic violence.
Stand by till she puts some stuff on.
Yeah. So he got violent with her last night. He put his hands on her. She came to my house. I'm the friend. I'm an old friend of his. But she's right there in a different car, waiting. She's there with her friend in a car in a Nissan that he's never seen before.
Wait, well, who's she and he and who are all these people?
McKinley.
That's who the caller is.
Yes. Yeah, McKinley.
I feel like everyone knows that Jack is capable of doing some sort of abuse, but I feel like we didn't expect it to be to this degree. If you really think about it, the fact that she needed to hire an entire police force just to get the stuff out of Jack's house is enough proof already that something fishy is going on here, and that there's also a likelihood that some sort of abuse is going on.
She's right there. She's in a car next to the house that the call is for. But we were told Dodge, but they're right there. Yeah, we're waiting for her.
So you're friends of McKinley?
Yes. He drove her here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm an old friend of Jack's, who's the person that is her ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
McKinley was staying at our house, and so we drove her here. If he saw us, it would have made it worse. So her other friend is with McKinley right now.
Who's the other person?
Who's the other friend?
G. Her name's G.
No, who's the other person who's going whose house is going?
Jack Doherty.
Okay. So she's going to his house to get some of her
her
stuff.
car and all of her belongings. But we're scared. He locked the door and has threatening text messages. that he wants to punch her in the face, that he's gonna destroy her shit. So I was like, it'd be good just to have you guys there just in case anything happens.
Oh no, this could actually be really bad for Jack if this is true. If these texts are confirmed and they do get out, he could actually get locked up and his career would literally be over. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be the justice we've been yearning for.
Was she living there? Mm-hmm. For how long?
A year. They've been there for 2 years. Yeah. 2 years now, I think.
And then she has
just like my clothes, my car. I'm not really worried about like, I have guns that are like registered under my name too. I just want to make sure I get like everything that's mine and like.
Do you live here?
Yeah, I live here with my boyfriend who's coming out right now.
Okay.
Like I haven't seen him.
Is your address registered to this address and everything?
Yeah, my ID is.
Okay. How long have you been living here?
About a year, 2 years.
You can tell she's literally so anxious right here, bro. She sees Jack coming out and knows that something could possibly go down. This just makes it even more believable that Jack's been verbally, maybe even physically abusing her over the years they've been dating, as I wouldn't be surprised if Jack's been holding things like money and clout over her head to make her feel like he's more in control of the relationship. We know that Jack's an extremely manipulative person, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was the case.
Listen,
What the fuck are you doing?
Listen,
I'm getting
Why do you have
stuff.
to make it be like this, bro?
Because
Why are you
I'm
involving
scared.
the cops? You're calling the cops on me?
Excuse me.
After all, nah.
Excuse me. She wants to get some stuff from your house or from her house, which she has every right to do, and all she wants to do is leave after that.
Bro.
Nice and peaceful. Not a big deal. Nobody's in trouble. She just wants to go grab some stuff and be gone. Okay?
After this would be the clip that we've all already seen. Jack would basically throw a temper tantrum as McKinley went in the house to get all of her stuff, doing what he does best, literally just fucking farming this situation for its worth. And McKinley would go on to say she's taking a break from social media, posting on her Instagram story, "Hi guys, I see all of y'all's comments and I'm overwhelmed with the amount of support you guys are showing me. I'll be taking a break from social media for a while as I'll heal from the past 2 years. There's a lot I want to say, but right now I just need to focus on moving forward. You guys have no idea how much I love you, y'all keep me going." I don't want to say for certain that Jack was abusing her quite yet, as there isn't enough definite proof that he was. However, based on the evidence that we have, I would say that there's a very high likelihood that it could be true. However, he would obviously deny any allegation of people saying that he did, including on his party live stream shortly after the breakup happened.
You know, offline right now, people could think what they want to think, but like, bro, at the end of the day, it's like I never ever laid my finger on her. I never hit her. I never ever would ever do that. And you guys know that, and she knows that too. That's why she never said that. Like, she never, when the cops came to the house, she said, I threatened her. If I hit her, she would have been like, he hit me. Like, why would she say I threatened her if I hit her, you know? So I never laid my hands on her, bro. That was insane. I don't even know how the fuck that came to life, but yeah, some of her friends have a big fucking yap box, and they think they know what the fuck goes on, but they don't. And yeah, I mean, I have the ring footage of everything. So at the end of the day, it's like I can prove to you guys that I never have ever gotten physical with my girlfriend ever.
The only issue with what he's saying here is that yes, he can prove that he didn't physically abuse her during their relationship at the end. However, what about the previous 2 years that they had been dating? I feel like Camilla and Julia have kind of hinted at the fact that this has been going on for a while, and this behavior is fairly normal for Jack. Other clips have also resurfaced of McKinley talking highly of Jack, which makes many people question if this is all just a setup to try to get Jack canceled once again, or maybe this entire thing is fake.
So he has good views, so at the end of the day, when we all film together and like we film videos, like the views, he knows how to make a good viral video. Like some people have never even started social media or like know anything about social media. Like I kind of have I did TikTok like before I met him, but he helped me learn a lot of things about like what I could do with my content to make me go more viral, and at the end of the day, that makes more people go over to fans when they see you. So I feel like it's like when we all work together, it's like a team thing. Like if we film videos together, it goes viral, it's good.
I feel like this entire thing just looks like more of a business relationship than anything else, as after Jack basically made her career, she essentially just left him because he had nothing left to offer her. In fact, as far as we know, this entire relationship could have been fake from the start and purely only existed to try to get more views. Now, as far as the abuse allegations go, I definitely feel like there's a high likelihood that something was going on there. Whether it be verbal, physical, or both, it really doesn't matter.
I've done more for her than I've done my own mom, and that's how I get treated. I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it. I literally, bro, I stopped working with other girls because of my girlfriend, because she gets mad when I talk to new girls and sign them.
So I literally just put all my focus on my girlfriend because I'm like, all right, just being in a relationship, it's hard to keep up with these other girls because I'm in a relationship, and it's just like hard to do the business I was doing before while being in a relationship. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put all my time to this girl because I know she'll never me over, and I love her, and she loves me, and it'll never come down to that. And over the argument, it came down to that, and boom, done. Everything I've done and all the work I put into the past 2 years gone, all the love.
Jack's definitely saying all this stuff to try to make his audience feel bad for him, but I just want to remind everyone the kind of work that Jack does. He is literally just an online pimp who makes his money from basically promoting OF models and taking an extremely large portion of the money that they make. Like, even if we look at his Instagram story right now, he's just promoting a ton of different OF creators. There is no reason why anyone should feel bad for Jack in this situation, as even though his business is crumbling, nearly all of his money was made in an extremely unethical way. I'm sure some sort of investigation is going to happen very soon, and hopefully we'll see justice for all the people that were affected by Jack Doherty and his goon squad. Just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, Jack Doherty would go on a podcast with George Janko, where we would finally get answers to some of the craziest allegations as of recently. Some of these included if the breakup with him and his girlfriend was real or fake, if he ever got physical with her, what actually happened in the McLaren crash situation, and just so much more. The thing that's making everybody so mad from this whole podcast is the fact that Jack still continues to lie about everything that he's done wrong. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Let's try to hit 2,000 likes, and let's just get straight into this podcast.
How you doing, Jack?
Doing pretty good.
What I've gathered from just doing my research on you, watching everything that's going on, this is my perspective. I actually said this on the episode with Jake. I don't know if you remember this, but I don't know if you watched this. I did compare you guys.
Yeah, I saw that.
So this is like this is POV of what I think of Jack. I think that when you were young, bro, you became extremely successful. And I think that you're a lot smarter than any of these kids online commenting at you. They even know. I think that you saw the secret sauce that Jake was using. I think you saw how and what gets clicks. Do you think you kind of lost yourself into this character and it's hard to kind of rebuild your image back to where you want it? I feel like, are you up in the air right now with it?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and I like kind of feel like the same way, you know, but it's just like I'm just doing so much every day. I never really have much of a chance to just like step back, kind of reflect. Like I tried to, but like before I'm even able to like do something, I have to do my next thing, you know? It's like I'm already doing something else. It's just like, but like, I don't know, I gotta like, I know there's more ways I can go about things, but I'm just so stuck and just like go that I just can't get, I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, I really want to believe what Jack's saying here. I want to believe that he wants to change his character into something more positive, and also more specifically, not lie to his audience, because even if he isn't lying about these things, his reputation has just gotten so bad that people just assume he's lying. But regardless, I really do believe that he wants to change his persona into something more positive. It's just it's so hard to do that whenever he's already seeing so much success with being negative.
There's a certain type of current that people in our field have, and it's like the sacrifice, right? The first sacrifice was sports, easy. But then you kind of start sacrificing family time, all the time you put into it, all the money. And then there's a lot of pain and tears that go with it. So then when you're trying to take a moment to relax and rest and regroup and rethink, you can't, because if you do, then everything falls underneath you, all the people underneath you, all the people you love that you don't even get to show on camera. And then now when all this breaks down, you're like, then what was all worth it? Why would I ruin everything? So you keep trying to plow through, but you need rest. You need rest. What is your day-to-day look like right now? And like, what could you do to best get yourself in that path? And if you could rest and choose a direction, which way would you go?
I don't know. I definitely want to like just be more myself and chill out more, you know, and like I feel like I'm at the point where I don't have to like, you know, force anything for content or do this because I need money, you know. It's like I can like kind of like chill back now and like go about things the right way, and that's what I want to start doing, you know. I feel like that's what I've been doing recently. Like, I've been a lot more chill, you know. A lot of people think I just go out and start problems with people, which is like, show me a clip in the past year where I've like actually done that. Like I really, or even 2 years. It's like everyone judges me off these fake clips of me like walking up to people like this with the bodyguard, but like they're not even real videos. Like people are just so dumb and they just judge me off of like little clips that, you know, I just make to troll and stuff because I know they're gonna go get posted.
Wait, so you're telling me all these videos are fake? Right. If they were fake, then why didn't he admit to it like a year ago? These videos have literally been out for like nearly a year, and people have been continuously complaining about them since they came out. But I mean, like, seriously though, why didn't he admit to this sooner, bro? That's just crazy.
Who do you think your audience is right now?
Just depends. Like a little, like honestly, a little bit of everyone.
Yeah, fans from every age, 100%.
And those clips, like, okay, let's circle back to one of the things that people get upset with you. It's like you punk somebody out, and then you have a bodyguard like punk him out. Where did that start?
I don't even know. I just got a security guard, and I just thought of the idea, and then it went way more viral than we thought. But it went way more viral like 6-7 months after the video was even made. And then I just started doing it, like, I don't know, just trolling around, but not like actually doing it. Like, these people are actors. Like, if they actually look closely in the videos, they could see those same people in other ones of my videos. I don't know, but I don't really care like to like prove myself like that, you know? But I just think it's funny.
I feel like George knows that this is just not true, bro. But George is a good guy. He's not gonna accuse Jack of lying about all of these things. It's just like, seriously, bro, they happened like a year ago, and he's still lying about them to this day. And to Jack's defense, they could be staged, but at this point, literally the entire internet doesn't believe him.
You have a pretty public relationship with your ex-girlfriend. Do you... Is that real, or is it like?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I'm not a pretty public relationship anymore with her. I'd say like it's like
no,
it's
no.
over.
But I'm saying like, was that like, was it one of these things where it started out like, hey, like let's pretend to date, and then you guys fall in love, and then you guys actually start dating, or is that like where was the real?
No, I mean
part
we
of
were together for like 6 months prior to us even like posting any videos together on social media. Like she like lived with me, and yeah, I mean then we started like working together. Like I kind of, you know. I didn't want to make it about that from the moment like she walked into my life, you know, because then I feel like, you know, people would be with me for the wrong reasons. So I just like, we were just together because we really liked each other. And then from there, yeah, I mean,
How's your relationship now with her?
It's cooked.
Cooked?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, were you guys like in love, or did you see like a future with her, or was it kind of like, oh, this is like a means to an end?
Yeah.
You saw a future. So, and it's a lot tougher when everybody gets their opinion in their relationship.
Yeah. I think the biggest issue with all of this is the fact that money is literally the root of all evil. And I think Jack really was in love with this girl. Like, you can see him even getting choked up whenever he talks about her. But the fact that he made his entire life about work, his entire life about making money, it turned their relationship into something that was extremely corrupted. And even looking in the past, we can see her getting extremely mad at Jack whenever he thought the need to stream during pretty serious situations. One of which, whenever McKinley herself got robbed, and he would literally just go live without even telling her, which would make her extremely mad.
You don't do any drugs or anything, do you?
No.
Buddy, you smoke on stream all the fucking time. Just keep in mind, everybody, if he's able to lie about this, then he's able to lie about literally anything.
And I don't mean to bring this up, but it's something I have to. There was a report that she said that you threatened her.
Yeah, I mean, I never threatened her. Like, we, you know, couples fight, whatever. I never threatened her. I threatened her little Maybach, all right? But, like, it wasn't that deep. I shouldn't have done it. You know, that was my fault, but it...
You guys are just tossing words at each other?
Yeah, we both tossed words at each other.
Have you guys ever got physical with each other?
No, I've never gotten physical with her, no.
And she ever felt, like, threatened by you like that?
No. That's why I was just, like, shocked. I don't even want to talk about it because it's just, like, we're dealing with it behind the scenes, but it's just, like, I was just shocked that, like, the cops were there. That just hurt me. And then also something happened, like, a couple hours before, which really, like, fucking, I don't know, like, changed the game for me, where I was like, what the fuck? Like, it just showed her, I don't know. Like, it was a lot, but I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I want to respect it. Like, it was our relationship, and I don't want to talk bad about her. Like, we had a really amazing relationship, and I don't want to make it seem like it was like, oh, fuck her. Like, you know, it's just like, you know, I really loved her, and I don't want to talk bad about her. You know, it's just like.
Can I ask one more question about it? Do you ever see that it could, I know you said it's cooked, but do you ever see that it could be possibly something you guys could work on? Is it too far gone, or is it like?
I tried, man. I really did. Like, it's, especially, you know, like being in my position, it's like hard for me to like let go of people I've been like with for so long, you know, like friends, like people I've been in, like she's the only one I've really been in like a serious relationship with, but like she's been there for like with me the past 2 years of my life. So it's like, she's the only one that really saw everything I did the past 2 years. And I've done a lot, so it's just like, it just sucks. Like,
I don't want to start throwing around allegations of Jack being physical with McKinley, and I'd like to believe that he wasn't physical with her ever, although based on his track record and that he's literally lied multiple times in this podcast already, it really doesn't seem like anything that would be too far-fetched. I really hope that he didn't get physical with her or abuse her in any way, although I feel like everyone watching this video knows that it is in the realm of possibilities.
I noticed that you manage girls. Is that true or no?
Yeah.
And managing in their only.
Yeah, and like kind of all around too. But like, yeah, I mean, I help like blow them all up on social media, and they make money on honestly all platforms.
Does that kind of like does that field kind of like interfere with your heart a little bit?
That's really what takes a lot of like I feel like the most space up in my head is just like because there's so many people that like depend on me, and so many people I have to keep up with on a day-to-day, and you know, keep happy and stuff. It's a lot of pressure. That's really where it's at. It's like my mood is so heavily relying on all the people around me that I'm trying to constantly keep happy that it like sometimes makes me like.
I just feel like it's a grimy world, bro. Like I'm assuming these girls are selling.
Yeah.
I mean, like in no disrespect, this is a version of pimping. You're pimping these girls out. You don't think that's attacking your heart in any way?
No, because at the end of the day, they all, you know, they already like want to do what they're doing, and it's just like I just actually make the money doing it, because there are so many girls that actually do only to make, you know, $0 and stuff, and they're doing it all for what, you know? It's like every girl I work with makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and millions of dollars a year, you know?
Yeah,
So
but I
it's just
think
like,
you're smart enough now to know that money can't like make you happy. Like you,
Yeah,
dude, you
well,
have
it
a
was-
watch that's more expensive than any car I drive. So like, you know from here that money doesn't make you happy. Do you think that it's like affecting your heart that you're pushing these women in a industry, in a realm that is not gonna
I wouldn't
end
say
well
I'm
for them?
pushing them to like do it, and I don't think it's not ending well for them. Like,
did your girl do it right or no?
Yeah.
And was she doing?
Like not like showing her actually, like not like actually showing her.
So like that in its general, like how did that make you feel? That like your heart was like, that's my girl, but she's also doing those pictures. Was she doing that before she met you? or-
Nah. We were together for like 6 months before we started any of that.
Okay, so like let's just stay there. Like, how did that feel with you? Like, were you like, you no jealousy in your heart of like, hey, that's
No,
mine?
like it was
no.
like it was like on it, like I don't know, like we both were. Well, it wasn't. Nah.
You just think of it as a business.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Jack's blindsided by the fact that he's literally selling girls' lives away for the sake of money. But not only are they selling their bodies online, we don't even know the contracts that they signed. For all we know, Jack could literally be taking 99% of their earnings and giving them like a $10,000 a month salary. I mean, this just shows that Jack literally has no respect for all these girls that are working for him, his girlfriend, and even himself. Well, I guess his ex-girlfriend now. You get the point.
I think it just gets tough in these type of industries, bro, because like it weighs on you, and you might think it's not weighing on you, but I think it. Like for example, would you want your daughter doing that?
Probably not. No.
So then, how could the mother of your daughter, for example, your father set a good example for you. You modeled after your father. He went from building roofs after roofs, putting a roof above your head, and now God willing, whatever the relationship between you guys happen, it's in God's will. But like, say you marry her. You wouldn't be proud of the fact that your wife was doing that, because then your daughter's going to do that. So if you don't want your daughter to do that,
Unless you make enough money to where your daughter doesn't have to do that. I mean, that's the whole goal with all this. So,
Bro, I'm just gonna cut him off right here. He literally brings up money in every situation. Like, money is not the answer to everything, Jack. He's talking about your future wife who does OF being a role model to your daughter, essentially persuading her to go into that industry herself.
I know that you're making money off of these girls selling their new, bro. They have fathers that are just absent. And at the end of the day, bro, when we meet,
imagine their absent father seeing them do this for only a couple grand a month. And imagine their absent father seeing him do it for a couple $100,000 a month. That's where it's
I don't
like,
think
okay.
that's gonna get them off the couch and head over. You know what I
It
mean?
gets
Like,
the parents retired. Like, fuck. Like, they're happy.
yeah, but it comes with a price.
Yeah, I know what you mean. 100%.
I just don't.
Yeah, no you don't, Jack. You're a lost cause, bro. We all know it.
If you do this, there will be a way that your Father in heaven will prosper you in a way that none of your work hours or money could provide you. And I really do think it starts with setting these women free. Like, if
setting them free is crazy. Like, that sounds fucking insane. Setting them free. Oh yes, here you guys go. I'm so sorry for holding you multi-millionaires captive, as if I'm such a bad person. They're not being held captive. They all love this shit.
I'm not saying you're
they're
holding them
doing
captive.
They're like, oh yes, like they love money. All these girls love money. They love clout. Like they love this.
But why
shit.
don't you be the
This
guy
is their-
that teaches them that that's not what happiness is about?
I don't know. You tell them that, bro. They love it. Like I'm telling you, like
I'm trying to tell their landlord.
tell them, bro. Tell them to double their rent. Like
I feel like I hit a nerve. Did that upset you?
No,
when I said
not
that?
at all. No, I mean
Okay.
obviously it's just like Yeah, no, not at all. But I mean,
I just
maybe
have a
the
real
setting him free
conversation.
sounded crazy. Like, gosh, damn. Like, let's check all your rooms. Who you holding in here captive, bro? I bet you're doing the same.
I like how every time George tries to reason with Jack and tell him that what he's doing right now isn't going to fulfill him in the foreseeable future, he just completely disregards it and, by the way, brings up money nearly every single time. Even though George is trying to question him and lead him into a more fulfilling life, Jack just continuously proves that he's like not even listening. Like he's listening, but he's not actually listening.
You're not a slave to money, but you're a slave to your lifestyle. You have the money,
but so is everybody though.
No, that's not true.
100%.
I'm not.
You're not, but I'm sure a lot of the people that work for you are, and it's just like they're
not one person on my team is, and I'll tell you why. Because I teach one lesson that will change your life.
I don't know.
Don't live beyond your means.
Of course not. Like,
but you are, because every time I tell you to do something, you say I can't because these bills.
Yeah, but it's just because I want to keep, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to buy a nice car or buy a nice watch, just because why not? It's just like, if I can do that in life, it's like, why not?
Buddy, you're literally proving George's point. The 35 properties that you're currently renting out aren't even making you money because your lifestyle is so expensive. The watch you're wearing is like $250,000. You are living well beyond your means.
Were you the one who was in the car accident?
Yeah.
Oh, how was that? By the way, what caused that?
I hydroplaned. It was literally in the middle of a hurricane. Like, you could see in the video how hard it's raining.
So you weren't like speeding or doing anything crazy?
No, you could see the speedometer in the video. Like, I didn't go over the speed limit. I crashed at 38 miles per hour.
Yeah, he wasn't speeding. He was on his fucking phone. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he was speeding. Let's roll the clip.
No!
Yeah, okay, Jack, let's be honest. You've done enough lying this podcast.
Are you happy that happened because of the press? Or are you like upset?
I'm happy that happened in a way where it's like I learned my lesson in the best possible outcome. Like, no one got like seriously injured. Like, it's like before that I don't know, like, when you're in those cars, like, you drive fast and crazy. It's like, I'm young. It's like, fuck. It's kind of hard not to do. So like, crashing at that speed was probably the best thing that could happen for me to like just slow down in life and be like, damn, like, I gotta just chill out. Because it's just like, you do feel invincible, and like, just like in that position, it's just like, I feel like, I can never crash.
Especially because you're live streaming. Like, as any type of man, when people are watching, it kind of heightens their confidence. Or like, oh, I want to perform and do stuff. So
not even that. Like, I wasn't driving crazy at all. Like, I was honestly driving like chill.
Yeah, okay, bro, let's stop the cap. Anyone who saw the clip knows that Jack was literally not driving chill in that situation. First off, bro was on his phone, he was revving his engine, clearly speeding up. I mean, a crash was literally just bound to happen in that situation. However, just the other day, McKinley Richardson would go on the One Night podcast to finally fully expose Jack for all that he does behind the scenes. I'm talking about the secret contracts he does with underage girls, if he ever actually got physical with McKinley, and so much more. So make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes, and without further ado, let's check out this podcast, where at the beginning, McKinley said that the relationship between her and Jack was real the whole time, and that he threatened to send her home if she didn't start doing OF.
I met him before he started streaming, and he was a completely different human. That's what I think I was holding on to, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it's ego. I don't know if it's just, you can't make it your entire life and then expect the people in your life that actually care about you and are genuinely there for you to just be there.
Yeah. But the relationship was real.
The relationship was real. And I had met him, we were talking for 6 months before I even showed my face on camera, and I didn't have an OnlyFans or anything. I actually didn't want to do it. I was so against it. It was against everything that I was, raised with, and it just really bothered me, but he told me he'd send me back home if I didn't, so I did it.
No.
Swear.
If I'm being honest, I do not doubt this one bit. But still, it's unfathomable that anyone would ever want to do this to their girlfriend. And I want to be honest, I do believe that Jack and McKinley actually loved each other at one point. It's just the thing is, Jack's too far gone. Literally, all he cares about is money, to the extent where he would even sell his own girlfriend's body, the girl who he's supposedly in love with.
I want to say this because Jack gets a lot of hate. But I do respect. I told you this. I do respect. He's a hustler. He works hard.
He'll figure it.
I'm not gonna knock somebody's hustle, but he's a young kid too.
He is.
So
there's a lot of growing. I think he has a lot of growing to do, but I'm just not.
Is there any part of you that looks at it like, damn, I don't know what you're doing before this, but he did kind of give me access to a career?
That's what I'm thankful for. The help. But at the same time, like I had over 100K on Instagram. I had 500,000 on TikTok, and I would go live all the time. I had a little bit of a fan base, and that was kind of the difference. I felt like, you know, he would sign girls that didn't have or didn't have any social media whatsoever. So that was a different type of person, whereas I understood it.
I think her saying this does make a lot of sense. However, we have to remember that Jack has 15 million subscribers on YouTube, and majority of his content when he was dating McKinley featured her in nearly every single video. When dating Jack, she went from quite literally 0 subscribers all the way up to 9 million and averaging millions of views per month. While I don't like Jack Doherty at all as a person, it's almost undisputable that he helped McKinley in her career more than literally anyone else did. And even though for the longest time he took essentially all of her money and essentially used her for content in nearly every video, who knows if any of us would even know who McKinley is if she never dated Jack.
We worked well together in the beginning, so that's what I'm very thankful for. But also at the same time, I worked so hard on my own stuff. Like I have 9 million on YouTube, and I post long form and shorts and all that stuff. I know I'm like, that's something I'm very proud of, and I did that all myself.
Yeah, good for you.
All I had to do was start an OnlyFans. Like, but yeah, he literally.
Would you ever stop?
Okay, this is like.
I actually saw this today.
Mm-hmm.
Someone hit you up and was like, "Yo, you gotta stop this," but it's like.
It's hard.
I understand
because
that.
I did not. I literally, anyone can vouch for it. I did not want to do it at all, but he literally. We weren't dating. We were just talking, and he said the only way we can date is if you're in this with me. And we created a business. So I was like, okay, I'm done looking back on it. To be honest, I don't know why I thought that was healthy, but I did it because people around me also said, this is gonna be a really good thing for you. Like, this is a good decision. Like, I was crying in tears about it. I didn't tell my parents.
It's hard.
It's really hard. But
to what? Commit to doing it?
Yeah, because you know, you have the,
but then everyone just responds is like, yo, you're so fucking paid.
Oh yeah, no, not at first. They're like, are you kidding me?
They call you a whore. It's really
you gotta
bad.
put up with some shit.
Yeah.
But that's what comes with the like whole business side of this.
That's true.
So it's clear here that McKinley really did like Jack, or at least for an extended period of time she did, because she literally explained that creating an OF goes against all of her morals and the things she was taught, but she did it anyways because that's the only way that she would be able to date him. But it's also crazy that the people surrounding her were telling her that creating an OF was a good idea. Like, how corrupted does your friend group have to be to actually tell you stuff like this? On top of the fact that Jack would literally try to make McKinley cry.
I couldn't make myself feel like that anymore, and I couldn't associate myself with someone that just constantly got off to making me cry, off to making me feel something.
Sick.
Like,
you're so beautiful when she's bawling her eyes out.
So
That was
sexy.
the only time he would compliment her was when she was bawling her eyes out, or if he did something.
That's
And
just
I just saw a
weird.
clip where he flipped a golf cart and like stood up looking for a stream and didn't even touch you.
Oh yeah, that was another thing.
I
I
saw
was
that. That was a
flipped on a
great-
golf
I just
cart.
saw that. I said, where the fuck's McKinley? Like, what the fuck?
Almost freaking died. It landed on my neck and my back. I couldn't walk. He went on a yacht after, and I laid face down in a car waiting
I know
for
you
him.
were mentally
and then
checked
Uber
out
to
of
the
that.
hospital.
Jesus.
By myself.
My gosh.
Yeah.
If I was there, I
Well,
just don't know
I
what
mean,
I'd
when
do.
this is your life, you just get lost in it.
I did. My parents.
Him
were-
too, though. That's what I'm saying. Is maybe like he'll look back one day and be like, "Fuck, I was way too up in the
You
moment."
think so?
Oh, nothing's changed. I'm sorry. I've seen like.
Like, wouldn't you want to
I don't
change if
know.
you like?
I don't know.
Something's
I
wrong.
think it's
speak for
demon
him.
time for him now. I feel like, and I don't know how it could get worse.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Jack is gonna get any better anytime soon. Like, he said time and time that he's gonna improve and change his content, and then literally the next day he'll stage an entire robbery, even getting the cops involved, just to try to pull more views. I mean, like, how desperate do you have to be for views to make an entire fake robbery, get the cops involved, and essentially just waste all of their time just for you to get some extra views and clicks? Granted, we're not 100% sure that Jack actually staged this, but even McKinley, his ex-girlfriend of 2 years, who most likely knows Jack like the back of her hand, said that this entire robbery was most likely staged.
All right, so he got his chain yapped. No, I just want to get your opinion.
Okay.
For people that don't know, and this is up to you, but it just feels staged.
I feel like it's staged. I'm not gonna lie.
But
I
like,
got-
Where were
he'll
the
go
cameras
through
at?
it. People will go through all that
Well,
for a clip.
He got to get his money up since the money's gone.
Yeah, the money's
gone.
I'm gonna be honest.
And then after talking about this, McKinley would go in depth of whenever she got robbed just a few months ago, as Jack left her inside of their party van alone while they were in a very dangerous area. Not to mention that he refused to stop live streaming this, despite McKinley telling him to, as she clearly went through a traumatic experience.
Physical even. I got robbed in LA the last time we went.
That one was real?
That was real. I was in Compton at 3 a.m. because he was streaming.
Nice.
Yeah. At a takeover.
Risking it all.
Yeah, we were at a takeover, and I was sitting in the Sprinter because I didn't want to go outside because it was terrifying. And like me in Compton at 3 a.m. I don't look like I belong there. So I went into the Sprinter, and I made eye contact with 2 guys in shiesties, and I was like, oh gosh, I'm gonna need to turn the lights off, like, because this is not good. Turn the lights off in the Sprinter van, go in the back, I lay down, then I hear the front door open, and I thought they had all came back, and it was this guy in it, like a surgical blue mask, which was terrifying, blue gloves, a bag, a gun, and he looked at me, he said, who's in this party bus? And I looked at him, and he hopped over the seat, came over to me, and he was like, give me all your money. He had the gun. Literally the most traumatizing experience in my life. So that happened in Compton, but getting robbed in broad daylight on Rodeo Drive, I don't really know.
I also wanted to mention that Jack and McKinley both have videos about this robbery posted to their channels, not to mention that they tally up literally millions of views. But I feel like McKinley definitely did not want to post this video to her channel, especially with how she describes it all the time being a very traumatic experience. Why in the world would she want to share this with the world? She also stated that when this was happening, she told Jack to stop streaming like 5 times. So again, it doesn't make sense why she would post a video on the situation. It honestly seems like more of Jack's doing than anything else.
I don't know your situation before that, but maybe they had like a smaller following. Then the money starts coming in. It happens with guys too that get put on, and then they're like entitled, and they're like, oh, I deserve all of this, I want this. Like, did that happen with you, or did you try and look at both sides of it?
Well, he would just kind of it would always just be thrown back in my face, and I was like, that was never the issue, because at the end of the day, like, I mean, he took all my money. So like, if anything, it's just like I was getting mistreated while he was doing that, but it was never a money thing for me ever. And like, I think I gave myself to him, like I didn't even know who I was as a person, like, at all. Like, I was mute, I didn't speak. I was friends with Julia and Camilla.
I've seen a different side of her now than when I'd see her with Jack. Like, she has this like glow.
In the clips, no offense.
Yeah, I didn't.
Kind of were silent in there.
I didn't feel comfortable enough.
The biggest loser on the internet, Jack Doherty, has once again gotten himself in some pretty big drama, as after his girlfriend and content farm of 2 years finally left him, he's been doing essentially whatever it takes to get views, including breaking and entering into a stranger's house for the sake of content.
Oh wait, maybe this isn't good, Jack. Oh wait, yeah, maybe not. What? Maybe not. His camera.
I genuinely think Jack is the most brain-dead content creator on Earth, as not only did he commit a literal felony, but he did so live on camera. First off, bro lives in the state of Florida. It's only a matter of time before we get a Florida Man article about Jack Doherty getting double pumped to the dome because he trespassed in someone's backyard. Now you might be thinking, why in the world would Jack trespass in this house in the first place? Well, supposedly, this was the first house that Jack lived in whenever he moved to Florida, and the house where many of his most popular videos were filmed in. So he simply wanted to do a bit of reminiscing on the past, even at the cost of committing a felony.
Should we knock on the door?
Yeah, maybe. It's like 10 o'clock. My neighbors on the left side hated me, like right here.
Really?
Right there, they hated me.
Wow, this is weird.
I wonder why they hated Jack. I mean, he's respectful to everyone he walks by, and he's overall such a likable person.
Guys, like, this is my OG house. Look, no one's living here. No way. This is so lit. Guys, I lived in this house. Do you have a light?
Yeah.
Good idea, Jack. Shine a bright light towards a house that you don't own. Seriously, I think Jack gets stupider and stupider by the day. Just because it doesn't look like a family's living in the house doesn't give him the right to stream it, let alone go up to the front door and talk at like max volume. He is still committing a felony one way or another, risking his and his friends' lives.
Guys, I moved into this house 3 years ago when I first moved to Florida, and I lived here for like 10 months, and then it flooded on me. And there was a crazy storm, and there was water up to here. Like, there was water all the way up to here, and then we would walk. We had to walk out of the house and evacuate with like the dogs and shit. and like we were taking the dog. We'd walk all the way down the road, like a mile down the road in waist deep of water, not even knowing where we were going because it was just insane. This whole entire neighborhood flooded.
After explaining these stories from his old house, Jack would begin walking towards the gate to the backyard, presumably trying to trespass into this property, despite him not having a single idea if people are living in it.
Show your little house.
Security cameras in it. Yo, wait, maybe this isn't a good idea, Jack.
How did I used to get in the gate?
Oh wait, yeah, maybe not.
What?
Maybe not. His camera.
Bro, what are you doing?
What do you mean, what are you doing? Homie, your friend is trying to help you not get arrested. He told Jack there's cameras because there was, and suggested that it's probably not a good idea for Jack to go in the backyard of this house because it is literally illegal to. But imagine you're a family just minding your own business, sitting in the backyard, but then all of a sudden, Jack Doherty finds his way in, shoving a camera in your face, shining a bright light in your eye, literally trespassing on your property. I think that just because Jack has money, he thinks that he can basically get away with anything, which we can obviously see as he proceeds to unlock the gate and walk inside.
Oh. There we go. Dude, this light's insane. Yo, they're breaking in. Chris, you go first.
No, I'm
This is my old backyard, bro. Look at it.
Oh, they put the net.
Yo, there's got the guest house here. There's vibe. I'll jump off the roof into the pool every day. But let's go before we all die. Cool house, all right? Guys, W break and enter.
Yeah, guys, W break and enter. So now, not only did he film himself doing this, but he also admitted that he knew that he was breaking and entering. Jack Doherty is now a non-convicted felon. Well, he's actually probably been one for a while. But anyways, Jack would then get the bright idea to get his bodyguard to ding-dong ditch his neighbor that he used to have beef with, since his neighbors used to hate him for obvious reasons.
Guys, should we break in again? Ding-dong ditch. Should I ding-dong ditch my old neighbor that fucking hates me?
Yo, you just hop in the whip.
You think?
Yeah, then we do it.
I'll blame it on Dave. Dave, can you go ding-dong ditch him, please? Please? Please?
Which one?
Right there, right there.
Holy shit, that guy's TV, it's huge.
Boy.
Yeah, you can see it from all over here.
Look. Imagine just shoot him. Every day, chat.
Should we go have a genuine conversation with him, though? Oh, he did it. He did it, rude.
Holy shit, he really just done it. He dropped his phone. He dropped his phone. They're gonna see you on the ring bell. Cooked on the ring bell. He just ding-dong ditched my old neighbor.
Jack, is it the same people?
I'm gonna get that clip.
It's wild that Jack can't go anywhere without being a nuisance to people around him. People that don't have anything to do with him and that probably don't want anything to do with him are being disturbed by his antics, and he literally doesn't care. And all these things would lead to Jack's new girlfriend allegedly leaving him as well, threatening to call the cops just like McKinley did a couple months ago. Now, the whole reason why Jack's new girlfriend got mad was because he pulled a prank on her saying that his ex was moving into their house. His ex being the blonde girl in the video. And obviously, Jack's girlfriend wouldn't like that because she doesn't want any other girls living in their house, leading to her having a meltdown, leaving, and threatening to call the cops. Now, what makes the situation so cringe is the fact that Jack continues to act like the victim. Even though we can obviously all see why she would leave him, he for some reason doesn't understand.
Christy! Come forgive us! Christy! Why you gotta be like this? Because I make videos for a living. It's my job.
Job? Holy shit. Trigger warning.
It's the most harmless prank I could have ever done, Christy. It was my ex-girlfriend moving into my house prank. It's just like, it's a prank. Like, she's not actually moving in. I don't know why you're taking it so seriously still. It's over. It's like, I don't know why you're still mad. Can we just settle it all and just all be friends again? Or are you moving out? You're moving out? Right now? Or do you want to just swap rooms with Grace? I'm joking. Wrong time for a joke.
I honestly think that living in a house with Jack Doherty is the equivalent of living in actual hell. Jack never takes accountability for his actions, as we all know. And even when he tries to, he starts making jokes about them. Granted, it is this girl's fault for dating Jack Doherty in the first place, but it has to get to a point where she begins questioning herself why she's dating him.
She said she's gonna call the cops to come get her stuff. Okay. No, you should. It's more viral that way. Do it. I'll walk away. Hey. I'm pathetic. So why are you with me?
Why are you with a pathetic guy?
Because you weren't pathetic at first.
Right. Let me just run this clip back for you guys real quick.
What? Little prompt, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah. Yeah.
Not only is bro not funny, but he's the definition of pathetic. I mean, the fact that when something went down, his first instinct was to go live says it all. Jack doesn't care about anyone around him. He doesn't care about his girlfriend. All he cares about is content.
Guys, right now, Chrissy's in the car trying to flee, but we're letting her leave if that's the case. You know, I'm not gonna hold her.
She's trying to flee the premises.
Yeah, but Milkmaid's in the car trying to stop her, but, you know.
Oh my God.
I personally, like, it was just a prank. I think it was a harmless prank. Like, I'd never try to, like, make her feel some type of way. Like, yeah, we dragged it on for a little bit, but at the end of the day, it was a harmless prank. It's better than me, like, you know, actually doing something, like, bad. It's just, like, I just did a harmless prank. Like, ex-girlfriend moves in the house prank. Like, oh, it's a harmless prank. She's not actually moving in. Everything's okay, but I get it, you know? It's just, like, we made her feel some type of way, and the camera's in her face, you know? So we got to calm her down right now, and everything's going to be all right, but, you know? We'll figure it out.
I really hope the money that Jack is giving his girlfriend is enough to justify what he's putting her through. And while most of these pranks that he does to her are harmless to an extent, I'm sure they do compile to a point where she does actually crash out. Because whenever you're living in a house with a content creator like Jack, who every day is doing crazy, stupid stuff, and doing pranks on you like my ex-girlfriend's moving in, messing with her emotions, it probably does get to a point where she's really questioning why she's living with him. Although later in the stream, she would come back in the house, seemingly excited because Jack's maid told her that Jack was taking her to Louis Vuitton. Gold digger activity, I think 100%.
Oh, look, Chrissy back.
So this means we could go to Design District tomorrow?
What? What did you say?
This means we could go to Design District tomorrow?
What did you say to her, bro? You really talked her into Louis Vuitton?
Definitely.
God damn it. That would really get you all happy again?
Yeah. If we could go to Design District tomorrow.
Jesus.
That
That's who that'll get, huh?
Oh, are these your nephews?
Those are, I think, her nephews.
I was talking to her, not you.
Jesus. And you want to go to Design District for that attitude, huh?
I'm ready to stream. I'm ready for the stream, and I'm ready to go to Louis Vuitton tomorrow.
It was Phil.
1 second, Mom. Well, I'm coming. I'm changing. I'll be right there, Mom. I'm changing. Coming. What's going on here? Nothing, Mom. That's the thing. Where's everybody at? Oh.
This degenerate prick right here is Jack Doherty. Over the past year, Jack has become the most hated content creator on the planet, and it seems like over the past couple weeks, he's finally realized that he fell off, as he's resorted to crypto scams and even bullying an autistic person on stream because he literally can't get views any way else.
Pull up, actually. I don't give a fuck. I'll fight you with my broken collarbone. You're such a pussy. Like, I know the only fucking muscles you have are in your little fingers, bro, because you're such a keyboard warrior. Fuck you.
Now, for those who don't know, the person Jack was threatening here was Jake Future, a popular kick streamer known for being friends with Aiden Ross. Although, he's also a very disabled person, so it's low-key weird for Jack to be saying this stuff about him on stream. He said, "Remember when Aiden put me and McKinley on an E-date in 2022? McKinley being Jack Doherty's ex-girlfriend of over 2 years. The thing is, I feel like Jake was definitely not trying to insult Jack by saying that. Maybe he was literally just going in Jack's stream and trying to make some sort of a connection with Jack because obviously we all know he's disabled. It's just really immature overall that Jack would say that. Although Jack would also be on stream with Joshua Block, someone who's frequently in his streams and is a known autistic person. Now Jack and his goons would begin rage baiting Josh, trying to get him mad because obviously they think it's good content, until Josh would ultimately crash out on them after they would continuously verbally abuse this autistic man.
Josh, please shut up. You better stop or I'm gonna beat your ass. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. You're on. Red, it's on now. Red, grab my phone. Grab my phone. Grab my phone. Yeah. Touch me. Touch me.
Whoa.
Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. You apologize now or you're gonna... No. Bro, stop. You touch me, I promise you. I promise you. I'm not sparing you. Ah. What you have. Do not touch me. I'll pull a on you. Come on, guys, let's go.
The pull, bro.
Of course, Jack's laughing in this situation. Like, this is genuinely such a toxic environment for someone like Josh Block. He's constantly being pressured into these situations, getting into fights with people like the fucking Island Boys, and no one is going up trying to stop them. Jack and his goons would continue to try to get Josh mad until he would literally put his own life in jeopardy. Jack's girlfriend was rage baiting Josh to the point where he would throw his ice cream at her and run in the middle of the street.
You apologize! You apologize now!
It's delicious.
You better!
Josh, violence.
Want to fight?
Josh, chill.
You want to fight?
Josh, stop.
Why would you do it?
No. Josh,
stop.
No.
Hey!
Stop all that.
Help!
Stop.
Help!
Stop. Josh.
I don't get paid enough!
Josh, stop.
It's just such a toxic environment for someone like Josh, bro. And it's so clear that Jack just does not give a single fuck. If anything, he's encouraging this behavior, trying to make Josh mad because he thinks that that content is funny, when in reality, he's just using someone else's disability for views. In fact, things would only continue to get worse, as later on stream, Jack would be doing a PDF file catch. And in this whole situation, he'd be basically using Josh as these girls' quote-unquote younger brother, which, let's be honest, can be a very dangerous situation depending on who this guy is.
Josh, wait, there's a guy coming here, right, to meet, because he thinks he's gonna meet with Isabel and this other girl, right, and he thinks that he wants to meet up with 2 girls, right? So you're gonna play their brother, all right? And when he comes here, we're gonna let you go into the room, and you just gotta walk around, like maybe be like, where's the remote, you know? Try to kick it with them and watch TV, and you know? All right, and just pretend like nothing's happening, all right? You got that? We're gonna bring him out after. But don't say anything about him being like, all right? He probably shouldn't say that, or should he? Maybe like
no, you're gonna be undercover. You're gonna be undercover.
Yeah, be undercover. Don't.
He likes
just be. You just want to watch TV. You just gotta be like this. Where's the remote? Where's the remote? You know.
But Josh, when we're in the room, you gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet, okay?
Okay.
Until you're out in the room, you can do whatever you want.
It seemed like Josh didn't understand what was going on, and if anything, he didn't even want to be a part of this situation. And I'm not one to necessarily throw accusations around, but I feel like I can make an exception for this one time. I could see Jack definitely, paying Josh off to be a part of this entire thing because, he thinks it'll be funny. Or maybe even just forcing Josh to be a part of this catch. But regardless, it's still just a fucked up situation. Like, if this man is an actual PDF file, as they say he is, assuming, this entire thing isn't just a big script, Josh could seriously be hurt if he goes on to say something out of line. This guy could have guns, knives, or any sort of weapon if this is a real situation. But regardless, this entire thing would just continue to get worse, as Josh would seriously hurt himself and Jack's crew would do nothing about it.
He's fine, he got that, he noted it, we're good.
Ah! Ah! My nose! I think it's fractured! I don't have insurance!
Look at this fucking Jack guy, bro, trying his ass not to laugh.
Give me a hug.
Oh!
Give me a hug. You're fine. You're fine.
I think I broke my nose!
Let's get him some water.
What happened?
Do you need ice? It's okay, bro. Do you need ice?
No.
No?
What happened?
I don't know. I guess the door was shut.
Ah!
Stop.
TikTok, it's all your fault!
It's not TikTok's fault. It's not TikTok's fault.
Why did I slam it?
I don't know.
There's a guy here to me.
Come on, lock in.
Yeah, Josh, lock the fuck in, bro. You're still a part of this, remember? I'm still paying you for this, Josh.
Step out of it. Step out of it. You're good. Come on.
No, I broke my nose.
Your nose is perfectly fine. I swear to God, it's fine.
I can't afford the hospital. I don't have insurance.
There's a guy here. Ow, my chest.
I can't afford the hospital. I have no insurance.
I can't afford it either. But hey, we're gonna get through this together.
I want to move to Europe.
We will move.
I want my universal health care.
It's so bad that Jack is just continuing to make this guy be a part of the content, even though he's so clearly in distress. Like, even though he's most definitely fine, and his nose isn't broken or fractured, you still have to treat someone with autism with more care than you would a normal person. But Jack is continuing to make Josh be a part of this video that, let's be honest, he probably didn't want to be a part of in the first place. And that's an actual dangerous situation for him. Like, what if this guy that's coming to meet these young girls is a violent person and, Josh says something out of line? then Josh could actually get really hurt. Like, what if he had a fucking gun or knife or something, bro? Genuinely, anything is possible in this situation. It's so clear though that basically every streamer hates Jack Doherty, with many of them constantly speaking out against him, including majority of FaZe Clan, and even Aiden Ross, who would literally get him banned out of a Miami nightclub. This tweet is honestly the best way to sum this whole situation up. Negative rage bait helps gain temporary views and engagement, but people avoid that content in the long run. Jason is right.
People hating, that doesn't mean people watch you. That means they dislike you. They spread hate. Yep, they spread hate.
People who hate spread hate. You guys are still getting your name out, so then people would look into you guys. And then,
not really. I mean, look at Jack fucking Doherty. People know him, but nobody fucking watches him because he's a fucking loser.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
So, over the past couple days, numerous new allegations have been placed on Jack Doherty, as his ex-girlfriend McKinley Richardson would go on a podcast and speak out on the hell that she went through when dating Jack. And as bad as you think it could have been, believe me, it was much worse. Everything from being manipulative, assault, and even getting his employees and her addicted to substances. It's safe to say that Jack Doherty is more cooked than he ever has been. And today, we're going to be taking a look at everything. No, I wasn't initially going to make a video on this podcast because it is a very sensitive topic and McKinley clearly did go through a lot. However, I realized that a lot of the things I previously covered on this channel were actually confirmed when I watched the entire podcast. And I feel like it's also extremely important to recognize what McKinley went through and also how terrible of a person Jack Doherty actually is. With one of the main points being the manipulation tactics that Jack would use on his own girlfriend. When Jack and McKinley first started dating, McKinley was very adamant that she did not want to do OF. And at the time, Jack would even state that that's something that he liked about her, something that he found attractive, and he would even claim it to be wife material. However, over time things would begin to change a lot. Jack would begin to pressure McKinley into creating an OF in some pretty manipulative ways.
He ends up this one night taking me to dinner, and he was like, I want you to come with me. I'm meeting up with my business guy. I'm not saying his name. We end up going. It's a really nice dinner. It's with a bunch of other people I had never met before, but it was this older guy. Jack introduced me to him. We start talking a little bit, and he just brings up, so why don't you have an OnlyFans? This man, he's like in his 40s.
And you've never met him before?
Never had met him before. I was like, well, it kind of caught me off guard, especially like coming from an older man. I was just kind of like, that's the first thing you say to me is, why don't you have an OnlyFans? I was like, it's against my morals. That's all I said. I was like, it's just the way I was raised. Like, I that's something not in the cards for me. And I'm firm on that. And he said, fuck your morals.
Now this is really strange considering the fact that McKinley said that Jack was the one person throughout their entire relationship early on that supported the fact that she didn't want to do OF. So it's really weird how Jack would take her on a business meeting where there are people literally saying fuck your morals and asking her why she doesn't have an OF yet, as if it's just a normal thing to do. If I had to guess, Jack probably told them to ask McKinley that question and persuade her down the path of creating an OF. And even though McKinley was still saying that she 100% didn't want to do it at the time, it's safe to say that Jack wasn't having it.
I'll never forget this night. Michelle walked into the bathroom I was in. I was by myself, and she basically told me, listen, don't freak out, but Jack really wants you to start OnlyFans, and he said that there's no reason for you guys to be together if you're not helping. I broke down in tears. I was like, wow. Everything that he had said to me, like, oh, I know you're my wife because you don't have one, and getting me to go to dinner and try to get me on OnlyFans, but it didn't work. Now it's an ultimatum. He wanted me, when he realized he didn't have the control over me when it came to other people and like what they could say, he realized that he did need to create an ultimatum for me. And that was hard for me, and he knew that. He knew what I felt and how I felt about him and the whole situation, and I cried, and I was like, let me talk to Jack. Like, I just need to talk to him. I was thinking, you know, if I go and talk to him and just say, you know, this is how I feel about this, like, he'll respect it again. And like, if he sends me home and doesn't want to be with me because of this, then like, I guess it is what it is. But I didn't want to lose that. And that was what I was like prioritizing. It wasn't what I could make on OnlyFans. I had no idea. I had no idea how much money you could make on OnlyFans. I just knew that I really liked this guy. But I remember walking into the room that he was in. He was alone also with one of his employees, and I walked in and they just start laughing because Jack had never brought up OnlyFans to me, so it was like,
because he made everyone else do it.
Very awkward. Yeah, he made everyone else do it. It's sad looking back on it because that was something I respected. I was like, I respect the fact that he cares about my beliefs and he understands that. After talking to him, I was explaining how this is not in the cards for me, Jack. Like, I don't know what to do. Like my parents, like I can't even imagine what they would think if I did this. And he was like, your parents are gonna get over it. Like they're gonna realize how much money you're gonna make. And I was like, am I though? Like I had no idea. I was like, am I gonna make money? I don't know. And they were like, you are going to be very well off. They were like, this is going to be the biggest success ever. And Jack was telling me, he was like, you're gonna be, you know, my main girl. Like we can post together. We can finally act like boyfriend and girlfriend. We can start doing things together. And like, it's not reasonable for you to be in my life if you're not involved in my life.
It really just seemed like this was the final straw for Jack. To be honest, knowing the guy, he's probably been plotting this from the very beginning and manipulating this girl into think that, you know, he's her safety net. He can take care of her physically and emotionally and all of these things, whenever in the end, he didn't actually care about her. He didn't actually care about her beliefs or anything like that. He just wanted to use her and mentally abuse her to be his eventual content girlfriend. And unfortunately, that would be the ultimate outcome.
I tried to shut down the conversation and I just agreed to it. And in my head, I was like, I'm not doing this. I'll have a conversation with him tomorrow and I'll just be like, listen, I've been thinking about it. I can't do it. Like, that's where my head was at. But I just literally, I wanted to stop the conversation. I was so uncomfortable. I had Michelle and his other employee and him just like telling me how successful it's gonna be. And you know, that was something that I didn't know for sure. I didn't know if like I would start it and then like, you know, my parents would never speak to me again. I was fully preparing myself for that. I woke up and that morning he had a contract in hand and he told me to sign it. I didn't even have the opportunity to talk to my parents about it or for any legal representation. He gave me the contract and he basically just said sign it. I read through it and I didn't like how it said, you know, he owns all of my social media accounts because again, I had a following. I had 500,000 followers on TikTok. I had over 100K on Instagram. That was something I had built for years and that was something that I held very close to me. So I was like, I just want to make sure like in this contract, do you actually own all of my accounts, even the ones that I have? And then he was like, no, the contract means nothing. Like we can change anything, but it's whatever, just sign it. So I signed it and then first words that came out of his mouth were, you're now Jack Doherty's girlfriend.
This guy's the biggest fucking scumbag on planet Earth. This guy literally manipulated McKinley and then lied straight to her face as she was signing basically her entire life away on this contract. And guys, if you really think about it, he emotionally abused her into signing this by acting like her girlfriend for I think the past year prior to this, to where now he has complete control over all of her social media accounts and he's likely taking literally all of her money that she's gonna make from OF and paying her a small portion. And by the way, what makes all of this even worse is that he would even begin putting content before her physical well-being by putting her in very dangerous situations. As I'm sure most of you guys remember the golf cart clip whenever he flipped a golf cart and she was critically injured, to which he would just brush it off and continue streaming and in the hospital go see her and begin filming her saying tons of outlandish things.
He flipped an entire golf cart on top of me on purpose and it was for a clip. I know that because he was trying his best to flip it. And you can see in the footage, the only thing that he was looking for was the camera to see if they got it.
Oh, fuck.
I was in so much pain. He thought it was not that big of a deal. I was like, Jack, I need to go to the hospital. I was crying. I couldn't even walk. My back was so bruised up and like my whole entire spine was just bruised. And my neck, it had hit my neck. It literally could have killed me. The way it fell on top of me, it fell on my side. The back of the cart went at the back of my neck and I crunched over and then it hit my back. He said that he thought it broke my neck. And I'm like, if you really thought that and you're like not worried about me, that's insane. When I'm on the way in the Uber and I'm sitting upright, I'm realizing like this is bad. Like I'm in pain. I definitely need to do something. And I walk into the house, everyone is there. They looked at me and were like, we need to go to the hospital, like we'll go with you. So they were kind enough and realized, you know, they watched it live and they were really pissed off at him for acting that way and, you know, not caring about my well-being and not making sure I was okay. And when I went, Jack had met me there and he had a camera. I was so embarrassed because I'm like, I'm in the hospital, you're filming all of these things. He was like, you're the baddest one in the hospital on video. And I was like, I'm just not in the mood for this. But he was filming and they gave me medicine and I went back home. I was in bed for about a week and
you know, I was back to normal. But his joke, I guess, of everything, he bought a golf cart the day after it happened and then surprised me with it for a video. And it was like all just a joke and funny to him.
This is borderline just criminal activity and genuinely is just abuse on so many different levels. I genuinely don't get why McKinley would decide to stay with Jack after this point, knowing the kind of things he said about her and the things that he did to her. Like, not only did he flip the golf cart, but he also brought cameras in the hospital whenever she clearly didn't want to be filmed and just publicly humiliated her. She most likely just had to stay with him because she was still under contract, but it still doesn't disregard the things that he put her through. And debatably, things would only continue to get worse from here. In some of my previous videos, I did cover the golf cart clip, but I also went over the instance of McKinley being robbed, as Jack and his crew would be in a giant bus in the middle of Compton doing a takeover, and McKinley would decide to stay in the bus, which would ultimately get broken into by a guy with a gun, a ski mask, and also a giant bag. McKinley stated that she thought she was actually going to die in this situation, and Jack seemed to be more interested in posting content about it than actually caring for McKinley.
What'd they do? What the fuck got robbed? Wait, what'd he do?
I don't know.
Wait, did he take your stuff?
I think.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I said, "Where's my bag?" He said, "Give me your fucking bag."
He took your purse?
I don't know.
McKinley, where?
Oh my God.
Where's the key? Where's the key? Okay.
But that was the most real trauma ever. Like, it was a noise that had never came out of me before. I was freaking out. Jack was, you know, yelling at me. He was like, what happened? What happened? And I'm like shaking. I'm like, I can't even like explain what happened. I don't know. And it was obviously very, very traumatic for me. And I was like, please shut the cameras off. Like, I cannot, like, please take me off this camera. And he refused.
Live.
But I just started it.
Like, why?
Because this is like fucking great.
Everything's great content for you.
But
I
it
just
happened.
fucking died.
Well, you're alive. Let's share the story. Come on, I thought you agreed
Fuck you.
to.
You're thinking that's okay.
Tomorrow, though, you're gonna be so happy
But,
to
like,
record this. You know that.
Maybe record it, but going live again.
Because it
right
gets
now,
clipped. You're gonna see it on TikTok.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't
does.
fucking matter.
I'm doing this
for once. Please, I'm asking. Please.
If we record it, it makes it easier.
He refused to shut off the camera. He refused to stop his live stream. He was laughing about it, saying like, well, you're gonna wake up tomorrow and like you're gonna wake up to all these TikToks and like these viral clips. And I'm like, Jack, I don't care. I'm like, everything is content. Like, I don't know what isn't anymore. Like, even this, like, you can't just feel a little bit of empathy for me after going through that. And, you know, he continued his live stream. He didn't listen to me. And I was like, what more does it take for you to just respect me? And what happened to you? What happened to the guy that made me feel safe in the beginning? Like, this was horrible. And now you don't care. And I realized in that moment, I was like, this man doesn't fucking care about me. You don't care.
After watching this entire podcast, I feel like it's just so apparent that Jack never actually cared about McKinley. Well, maybe he did, but he only cared about her in a way that he could benefit himself. He emotionally manipulated this girl into becoming his girlfriend just so he can use her for content and also force her to sell her soul to OF. I've seen a lot of people saying, well, why didn't she just leave the situation? Or it's her own fault for even associating herself with Jack Doherty. But maybe she really didn't know the kind of person Jack Doherty was going into meeting him. Maybe she actually fell in love with this guy and trusted that he had the right intentions for her. But obviously that's not the case whatsoever. Obviously we have to also consider the fact that she was lying in this situation, which even though I personally don't believe she was lying, I mean, none of this stuff has actually been proved, so we have to say that it's alleged. Everything in this video is completely alleged and could be false, but let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. However, in part 2, things would get a lot more personal. She would show private videos and text messages between her and Jack from the lowest points of their relationship. Jack would constantly be yelling at her for the simplest reasons, and in some scenarios would even put his hands on her for not doing exactly what he says.
You make my life harder, I'm sorry. It's like, I have to carry you through life, and it's like, you're my girlfriend. I have things I have to do every day, so you're supposed to help me through it. You should be so helpful with it. You should make your own videos all day long, and I was able to do my own thing, help everyone else with their stuff. I have to just help me and you now. It's a me and you game now. It's a full-time job.
I want to do that though.
So why don't you do it? Like, what's stopping you? I get my shit done every day. I post every day. I stream every day. I can't rely on you guys every day. That's why I do my own thing.
And
No good morning?
No good morning.
Oh, okay.
No, it was, do you see what time it is? And I was like, yeah, I'm about to get up. I'm sorry. I just I didn't feel good. I was really tired. He was like, look at you. He's like, you can't even do basic fucking things like wake up at 8 a.m. He's like, I am who I am surrounding myself with, and it's you. And I'm turning into you, and it's horrible. You're a lazy, useless piece of shit.
It became clear after this point that Jack wasn't only using manipulation tactics on McKinley, it was borderline emotional abuse. If we're being honest, Jack really didn't have to yell at McKinley in this situation, especially enough to make her cry. If he actually loved and cared about her, he would have sat down and talked to her about it, but he didn't. He decided to yell at her to the point where she broke down in tears, and unfortunately, things were only going to get much worse, as McKinley would describe an instance that would happen after she talked back to Jack in a particular way, and this is when she realized she was in a lot of trouble.
I remember all I said to him was, if I'm so fucking useless, then why do you take all my money? That's all I said. And that enraged him. He was furious. He stormed over to me. He was like, you stupid fucking He's like, you're not grateful for shit. He was like, I should have never given you a fucking chance. And I'm brushing my teeth. I'm crying. There are tears coming down my face. And he comes right here and he's like, you're a stupid fucking spitting on me. He literally, I could feel the fucking spit come off of his mouth because of how close he was to my face, screaming in my ear. And he pushes me as hard as he can into the wall. And I caught myself in my arm, which I have a picture of the bruise from the day after. He pushes me and I caught myself, and he told me, he was like, oh, you flopped. He's like, stop flopping. I was like, I did not flop. I said, don't you ever fucking put your hands on me. Ever. And he was like, I didn't fucking put my hands on you. You flopped. He was like, I don't give a fuck. You flopped. So I walked outside to the outside balcony after. But before I could even do anything or text my parents, he came outside and he was like, you're just so annoying to deal with. I'm trying so hard not to punch you in the fucking face. I'm trying so fucking hard. It's taking everything in me not to fucking punch you in the stupid face. And he's grabbing his fist. He's red as fuck. His eye, it was not the normal Jack I was so used to. It was so completely different. And I was terrified in that moment. I was so scared. I didn't know if he was about to beat the shit out of me. We had guns. He would always make jokes and say should we just ourselves? I'll just you, I'll me, just ourselves. I didn't know. He was so enraged. I didn't know what he was capable of, so I just knew I needed to leave the situation. I needed to get out.
Now, this allegation is absolutely insane, and I obviously have to say it's an allegation for legal reasons, but I do believe that Jack would do something like this. We have to remember who Jack is, the stuff he's done in the past, and the things that he's currently doing. Not only is Jack a drug addict, but he's also the worst version of a public nuisance. Someone who goes up to random people on the street and threatens to be violent with them. Knowing this, acting this way towards McKinley just seems like something Jack would do, and knowing the people who surround him, no one would probably even care. And even if they did care, they'd be too scared to call Jack out for it. In fact, McKinley would even state that at one point she began feeling sick. So she would go on to get a pregnancy test and it would come back positive twice. Even though she was obviously mortified to be pregnant with this person's baby, Jack would be more excited about making a family YouTube channel and farming his newborn for views.
I ordered the pregnancy test. I took it and I set it aside. I'm like, you know what? I don't think this is why I feel this way. I'm really hoping it's not. I wasn't expecting anything, and it was positive. And in that moment, I realized, wow, not only, I wasn't preparing myself for this, but with where we're at in our relationship and how I feel and how he treats me, that's all that came to my mind. It was no happy thought at all. But I was terrified, and I
I had another pregnancy test, and I was like, surely to goodness it was a false one. Like, let me take another one. I took another one and instantly positive. I was like, wow, like it's real. Like, this is real. My life is over. Like, that's all I was thinking. I was like, my life is done. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. My parents are going to kill me. I even felt bad for, even just the fact that I had that, and I'm, actively taking Adderall. I was actively drinking. I was like, I had no idea. I go downstairs and Jack is outside, and I was like, Jack, I need to talk to you. And I told him, and he didn't seem surprised whatsoever. He was like, W. He literally was excited over the fact that we were going to make the most money we have ever made in our lives. It wasn't because he was excited to have a baby with me and have a family and start a new era of our life. It was, oh my gosh, we're going to start a family YouTube channel, and you're going to make so much money when you're pregnant and you have a pregnant belly. And I remember looking at him and I was like, Jack, you do not realize if this is happening, I'm done. I'm not doing OnlyFans. I'm not doing that. And I don't want to be on social media, and we need to change our lives. Like, here we are, we're living in this house. There's drugs. There's random people coming into our house all the time. It's not safe. What he does for a living, like, he streams, he's always in chaos. I was like, there needs to be some sort of lifestyle change. Like, I don't know if you're ready for that. And he was like, it doesn't have to be a lifestyle change. Like, people have babies when they're broke. Like, we're good. Like, we're going to make so much more money when we have a baby. So, he's excited about it. I'm still terrified, but in this moment, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to have it. Like, there's really nothing I can do about it. He seems excited, so I was like, well, maybe I'll see a different side of him and he'll step up. And, like, this will be the time I actually see Jack become a man and, like, respect me, and maybe this is the answer. He ends up going to the club, and he was, making jokes about how he wanted to cheat on me, and now that I'm pregnant and can't do anything, that this is his time to get another bitch pregnant. That way he can keep me and keep her and just have me be there, because no one would fuck with me if I had Jack Doherty's baby. That's what he would say to me. So while he's saying these things to me, and I'm already, going through how I feel about the situation already, I'm like, this is a horrible situation to be in. He's trapping me. He's literally telling me that as soon as I have a baby, he's going to move on from me and try to have a baby with somebody else, and I'm just there.
Now, as you could imagine, things would only go on to get worse from this point. Jack and his friends would actively do drugs in front of McKinley, and obviously she didn't want to because she's pregnant. Not to mention the obvious emotional and physical abuse he puts her through on a daily basis. She obviously wouldn't end up going through with the pregnancy, however, that would only make things worse for her. The manipulation tactics Jack used throughout their entire relationship were worse than we all imagined, as McKinley would also leak screenshots from a situation of Jack lying blackout drunk on a casino floor, guilt-tripping her after they got in a major argument.
He FaceTimed me randomly without talking to me about, what had happened. He just FaceTimes me like nothing's wrong. He's drunk on the casino floor. I texted him, I said, I'm packing up my stuff now. Have fun. I'm going home. He goes, no, why can't you answer my calls? You make me so sad. And I said, you make me so sad. He said, I don't want to make you sad. I want to make you happy. Please don't leave. I'm so sad I lost you, and I just lost 10K. Please love me. I said, you're totally fine. Then he said, can you answer, please? I'm not live. I just love you. I'm by myself. I said, Jack, you're drunk on the casino floor. He said, please answer me. I'm by myself. I end up calling him. He's not by himself. He lied to me. And then Bryce, he was with Bryce Hall. Bryce was like, are you still mad at him? So he had literally been talking about how I was upset with him over something he caused, created, and he was making jokes about. He was making jokes about how we got a divorce the day we got married, and people knew we were fighting. So I was like, that's so crazy. I'm struggling so much. Why don't you see it? You don't love me. I said, You always say you wish I was the girl you met in the beginning, and what you fail to realize is that you created how I am from that point forward. There's not a single thing I have changed about myself other than constantly begging for respect and love from you, which is the bare minimum from any relationship. You disrespect me constantly, you disrespect my family, you disrespect my opinions, you disrespect my time and my feelings. How am I supposed to feel the love you claim to have and feel for me while you do those things? You are so right. I don't want to argue anymore. There is absolutely nothing I can do to be better in your eyes, and what I can't get over is even though I gave you 99.9% and left myself with nothing, you never saw it. I wanted to see if you could prove something to me today, and sadly I'm just disappointed again, and I'm not fighting with you. I never want to, and you knew that from me in the beginning. I sat here by myself for hours and hours holding on to hope I just don't feel like is even there. My 100% might not be your 100%. You have to understand that no matter how much money you have, or views you get, or other things you want in your life that I apparently failed to give you, my 100% was so genuine and so innocent. Imagine how you would feel in my shoes for a second. Imagine doing all of that for someone who can't even see it. That's all I gotta say at this point. I'm not fighting for anything anymore, and I have accepted everything moving forward. I finally got it and understood like how you always wanted me to. Please be safe. I left your betting slip on the table. Hope you're having fun. He goes, McKinley, no, I love you so much. Please stop. I love you more than anything. I'm coming back right now. I'm not having fun. So I ended up staying. He came back, and I had never seen this side of Jack before. And this was the night I fell in love with him all over again. It was a new side of Jack that I had never seen before. It was everything I needed, the validation. He was in tears, sobbing uncontrollably, and by this time I had never seen him cry. That's something I don't crave out of him. I don't need you to cry for you to care about me, but he was crying at the fact of the possibility of losing me. He was like, I don't think you realize like what I've realized these past 24 hours of not hearing from you and not being there is that you matter. Nothing matters. Nothing in this world matters. Money, views, nothing. I need you in my life. I would myself if I lost you. He told me that, and I was just like, wow, like, I mean, we just have to come to an agreement. Like, you can't speak to me and say these things and do these things and be extremely disrespectful and me just, you know, let it happen. Like, I want you to respect me.
So Jack Doherty is finally getting what he deserved from the very start. After getting dumped and exposed by his ex-girlfriend McKinley Richardson, his new girlfriend also just broke up with him. It really does seem like these girls just try to leech as much money off Jack as they can, then break up with him when it's most convenient. And it doesn't help that Jack is literally physically and emotionally abusive to these girls. We already know about everything that happened with McKinley on the podcast she did with Camilla, although new clips would resurface just the other day of one of Jack's prostitutes doing makeup, and you could hear him screaming at his girlfriend in the background. Roll the clip.
2 in the morning, I was trying to sleep. When I tell you, everyone want that makeup. These are skin tints. These aren't even foundation. These are literally skin tints. Hourglass tint. Ready? No, I know I don't need makeup. I just like it to like make my like face tan.
This clip really shows how two-faced Jack Doherty is. Bro will act like the best boyfriend on camera while doing things like this off camera. To be fair, it's something we all expected from him, but hearing and experiencing it just makes everything more disgusting. While I would say I don't understand why these girls stay with Jack after he does these things to them, we all know what the answer is. It's money. These girls will stay with Jack as long as they need to make as much money as possible, and then dip on him when they get the chance. And I think Jack knows this, but he's too delusional to care. In fact, the other day a clip would resurface of Jack and his hookers donating money to McKinley on TikTok Live, basically taunting her and just looking like absolute bozos. And by the way, this was even before she did the podcast with Camilla.
You want to know the truth? Yeah, I have a restraining order on him. You're sending me galaxies. That's crazy, bro. My heart's like beating out of my chest. Like, get the fuck out of here. Y'all are all crazy. I've never like there's so like y'all are so obsessed. Like, the shit I heard about all y'all, you're so weird, bro. So weird. Yeah, y'all are weird as fuck. It's hilarious, actually. Isn't that crazy that I have a restraining order on him and he's sending me money, like, through my thing? Like, you're actually just insane. And then you have your new girlfriend that you cheat on and that's actually using you. Christy, I actually know that I saw something with
you posting about how you use Jack or whatever. Like, I have a few friends that know you, so it's funny. And Claire, oh God. But I love that I'm the topic still. It's okay, they're talking shit, exactly. And y'all are expecting me to get off? Like, you're actually weird.
Despite McKinley stating that she had a restraining order on Jack, this would quickly be shot down by him, as he would say that the restraining order was dismissed and he was completely innocent, even though we obviously know that it's most likely not the truth. I mean, on top of the obvious clips that we've seen of Jack yelling at his girlfriends and just overall being abusive, the simple fact that the multiple girlfriends Jack's had over the past couple years have all come out saying these things should be all the proof we need. In fact, even months after McKinley and Jack already broke up, there's still new allegations of him being an abusive, controlling boyfriend, especially after the whole AirTag incident with McKinley, where she would post a video checking said bag and talking about the situation.
Ignore the way I look right now. I just got off a red-eye flight. I don't want to hear it, but I heard a little rumor. I just need to make sure it's true. If it's true, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's see if something's in this Birkin bag. Are you kidding me right now? You are lying straight to my face. You are lying to me. It is in the pocket. Put an AirTag in this bag. So when we broke up, when I called the cops, he came up to me and the only thing he gave me was this Birkin bag. And he was like, take it or I'm burning it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna set it on fire if you don't take it. And I was like, I don't need that. Like, keep it. He literally threw it at me and told me that if I don't take it, he's going to set it on fire. So I took it, and now I know why. Because he put a fucking AirTag in it to track me and find out where I lived.
Even if Jack was innocent here and didn't actually plant the AirTag, this wouldn't help anything at all. Bro has lied so much and done so many downright deplorable things that no one even considers him to be in the right in any situation. Especially when he made a video trolling about the AirTag, telling his audience that he lost one and has a reward for anyone who can find it. Like, bro is playing into this controversy for the simple fact that he's deprived of views, and the only way that he can get them is by using his ex-girlfriend. In fact, as soon as Jack and his quote-unquote new girlfriend broke up, she would instantly start hopping on streams with other guys, talking bad about Jack, and it's more clear than ever that any girl Jack has ever dated has used him for money the same way he used them. They literally pulled out the reverse Uno card on him, and it's not even close. Every quote-unquote relationship that Jack Doherty has ever been in on the internet has simply been transactional. He forces them to create an OF, proceeds to take damn near 90% of their earnings, and then whenever the girls make a certain amount of money and gain a certain amount of followers, they'll completely fucking ditch him with no remorse whatsoever. It's also become apparent more than ever that Camilla has been trying her best to stray girls away from Jack Doherty. We obviously know that's what she did for McKinley, and now she's basically doing it for every other girl on Jack Doherty's crew, helping them to get lawyers to not only sue Jack, but also get them out of these crazy contracts he's put them in.
Oh my gosh, stop. Doors. I hope I don't need them. But if I do, maybe. I hope I don't. Cause this is so messy. Come on, buddy. She's trying to make me need lawyers. She's gonna make me. I get all my money, so, and I can collab with whoever I want now, so I'm always down to collab now. Oh, I'm getting harassed by that friend group. Oh no, I'm getting harassed by said friend group.
Along with this girl Claire leaving on bad terms, it's looking like basically every girl that used to be in Jack's videos has left, and now he's only down to 2 that frequently show up in his recent streams, with one of them being the only girl that's been with Jack since the beginning who hasn't left him, and her name is Grace Rain. She's basically been his right-hand hooker who dated him a few years ago, and I guess just hasn't made enough money to leave him quite yet. She was one of the main girls targeted in McKinley's interview, and she would even yell at McKinley at a party they were both at. Roll the clip.
Are you trying McKinley? No. Don't sit there and troll on your podcast about me. Holy say to my face.
Oh, so no.
You're talking about how Jack made you take from. You were taking before you met him. No. Oh.
For the first time ever, it seems like Jack Doherty is finally getting tired of the hate. As of lately, he's been on a generational run of bullying autistic people for views, doing crypto scams, and rage baiting innocent people in public, just to name a few. However, the other day, he would have the bright idea to break into TwitchCon, where creators would call him out for scamming his viewers and rage bait to the point of him crashing out on camera. And of course, this would all start after Jack not only broke into the convention, but also after he went up to random streamers spamming homophobic and transphobic slurs like they were W's in Kai Cenat's chat.
My brother's gay. The fuck? I kissed 2 guys at once. How can I be homophobic? You don't know anything. You're just a woman.
You can still be homophobic.
Oh, and what are you? Homosexual?
A reasonable human being.
How am I homophobic? I love my brother.
You're not just hear all the slurs you
So
say?
what was doesn't mean I'm homophobic just because I say I'm homophobic. Faggot. I'm homophobic. And nothing's gonna happen to me. That's the problem. Like, you know what I mean?
She's walking away.
She walked up and flicked you off.
Yeah, you walked up and flipped me off, bro. You have nothing to say to me. I'm not homophobic. Wait, time out. What if I wasn't homophobic? What else do you have to say to me?
Transphobic, homophobic.
That for sure. None of my family members are trans, so.
Hairline's receding. That's why the curls are on the forehead.
You wish, boy. My dad's 69 and had full head of hair. I need a good comeback. I need something from you. You're full of hate. I need you to have one good, hateful comment on me. Something that makes sense. Something that's true. Because I'm not.
I think he's better looking than you.
Not only was Jack borderline harassing this streamer by following her around, but it was obvious that he wanted some sort of reaction, which obviously she didn't want to give, and she would continue just walking away from him, but he wouldn't stop following. However, things would only continue to get worse from here. As word spread that Jack was at TwitchCon, numerous streamers would begin looking for him. This wasn't only because Jack is a known retard, but he's also done a number of crypto scams over the past few months, promoting sites like Pump Fund, where he created his own token, and used other tokens already on the site, where he would promote them to his audience and then proceed to dump them whenever they reached a high. However, when these streamers would ultimately find Jack, they would confront him about these scams, and Jack wouldn't take it too kindly.
How are you? How come you rugged all those meme coins, bro? On Pump Fund.
I didn't.
What do you mean?
You did.
You're still streaming?
Yeah, I'm live right now.
On Pump Fund?
Streaming on Pump Fund? Nah, not on Pump Fund, nah.
Wait, I think now's the time. I mean, you took all the money from those like 4 coins.
I didn't take money from Look at the charts, boy.
You didn't rug them?
Nope.
It was a straight red candle, bro.
No,
on every single one of them.
No,
yeah,
it wasn't.
Nah, no one bought it. You rugged for 6K, though.
Oh, you rugged a coin for $6 grand? What a fucking pussy.
It's called TJR. Huh? What are you going to call it? TJR? No, how many did you rug for? 3? I think there's 3. Now you're on party.
Tree has no more rugs left in their house. I've taken them all.
You couldn't even move it past 100K. Dude, what happened to
your coin? Couldn't even go past 100K.
Zero motion. Jack, let me know when the next coin's dropping.
Jack, ECA, please, bro, please.
What you say, topper?
What you say?
100K topper.
When you say when my next coin dropping?
Yeah.
Next time I need 6 fucking bandos to.
It's so obvious that Jack did this as a complete scam, and the evidence literally shows on his own Twitter account. Nobody streams on Pump Fund if they aren't doing a crypto pump and dump, let's be honest. And also, it's Jack Doherty we're talking about. The word scam is practically in his fucking name. Regardless, these streamers would then follow Jack around the corner and continue yelling at him until this would happen.
So now? So never?
Not tomorrow.
Okay.
Damn, you're that, bro.
Huh? 100K topper.
Wait, what coin you guys looking at?
You think you can pump a coin and pass?
Alright, you're so fucking stupid and retarded. You can't even let me speak, you idiot.
Go ahead.
What? Can you speak, you fucking
Damn, bro, you
idiot?
hooked on that one. Hey, you guys are so fucking dumb. You think I made only 6K?
You got 6K for a coin, don't you? Cash out. Skate one.
The thing is not based on your face. Holy shit, is that Marlon? Is that Marlon?
Oh, the cash out's great.
They have nothing left. They have a rugless
Jack Doherty has
Dude, are you kidding?
100K
Pussy.
Look at that fucking loser, bro.
Jack Doherty can't.
It's so funny how Jack harasses people like this all the time, but whenever it happens to him, he crashes the fuck out. I have more respect for a pebble on the road than I do for Jack Doherty, and that's me just being completely honest. If you agree, then fucking subscribe. If you thought it couldn't get any worse after this though, then you'd still be wrong, because Jack would be so mad from the previous encounter that he would start stealing equipment from other streamers. Kanel Joseph is a popular YouTuber and streamer who would run into Jack near TwitchCon. He would go on to get interviewed by one of Jack's online prostitutes, where he would simply be asked about his thoughts on Jack Doherty. He would say that Jack is a pussy, which would result in Jack trying to confront him, obviously accompanied by his bodyguard.
What are your thoughts on Jack Doherty?
He's a pussy.
Why?
Because it's Jack Doherty, bro. He's a pussy, bro. You have this girl walking around saying, what would you do for Jack Doherty, all this stuff. Bro, no one,
and what
look,
did you say?
And I said the same thing I'm doing right now.
You said I'm in your face right now.
Boy, you ain't do shit. I'm gonna fight you though. There's no point. I'm not that mad. But I'm in your face though.
You wouldn't touch me.
I just did.
Like you wouldn't touch me.
No, I'm not gonna fight you. What does that get? That's what you need. That's what you need.
You're a baby. You would not do shit.
I'm a
touch
baby.
me. But like, I know for a fact you wouldn't put your hands on me.
Bro.
Hey, we got the gloves.
You're gonna get banned on your main income maker right there.
Jack,
Boom.
I got the
Twitch? Twitch is not my main income.
Well, then touch me. Do something.
Why are you stuttering? You nervous?
I'm not. No.
Can I touch your heart?
Yeah, you should.
Damn! Why are you nervous?
Wait.
Why are you nervous?
It's funny how hypocritical Jack is. This is the kind of thing Jack does to random people on the street all the time and he feels like it's okay, but whenever it happens to him, he crashes the fuck out. Jack is truly the pinnacle of degeneracy when it comes to online influencers. Literally nobody likes him, let alone wants to make content with him, and the people who are friends with him only want to use him for content and try to make money off him. And it's so crazy that Jack still hasn't realized it at this point. Jack would even get so mad at Canal rage baiting him here that he stole one of his expensive microphones. So now, not only is Jack a crypto scammer, but he's also a thief IRL too. Holy shit.
Okay, can I get my mic back? Or like...
I'm looking for it. I actually don't know where it's at, bro. One of the girls has it. She ran away, bro. You shouldn't have been mean to her.
So the other girl took it.
Someone did, bro.
You're right, bro. You corny, bro. You know how corny you are, bro. I really do feel bad for you.
I'm corny.
You
won't stop coming up to
bro.
me.
You're not giving your mic back. Whoa, come on, bro.
That's what I'm. Just give back the mic. Who has the mic?
You wonder why a lot of people don't like you. You do weird shit like that. Like, look, if you punch me, if you did a lot of, if you did all this, look, if you did all this, if you did all this, look,
shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up when I talk. Shut up when I talk. I was trying to get your fucking mic back.
No, I'm just giving you a lesson. No, I'm just giving you a lesson. It's weird. Like, bro, it's like some little man-child shit. You taking a mic. Like, I'm not gonna fight over a mic. Like, bro, he's stealing a mic. Like, that's not a good clip. Like, if you did anything else, that would have been a good clip. But like, both these are your little slaves. Bro, these are your little slaves, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, you come on, bro. Bro, you control them. Look, they're not talking. Look, hey, listen, you can tell them what to do. I'm not talking to girls. No, I'm just saying, look. No, I'm not fighting. I'm just saying, you tell them what to do. So just tell them to give my mic back. Like, you say, bro, you control them. 99 split. Like 1%, you get come on, bro. It's just weird. Look, you can do anything else, but like, come on, you even know that's like some petty shit. Taking a mic, that's not like. It low-key makes you look lame, bro.
Don't talk to my client like that. Seriously, stop.
In the end, it seems like Jack is never going to be able to beat the retard allegations. Bro's cultivated a fan base and career off of being a degenerate, nuisance to society, and literally no one at this point even wants to associate with him. And the only people that do want to associate with him only want to hate on him. Now more than ever, Jack Doherty has proven to be unwelcome on all faces of the internet. Jack's been banned off nearly every major live streaming site, including Kick and now even Twitch, after he would break into TwitchCon and begin harassing streamers, spamming slurs at them, and just being a public nuisance as he typically is. And honestly, I don't understand how each time Jack gets banned off a platform, he's so surprised, acting like he did absolutely nothing wrong and the site was just being soft by banning him. Like, bro, we know and you know that's not the case. And just because you have money doesn't mean that you're fucking saved.
What the fuck? Bro, I think I got permanently fucking suspended on Twitch. For that.
It says indefinite? Or what does it say?
Like, yeah, permanently suspended.
It says permanently?
Yeah. How does that even happen? Events code of conduct. And unacceptable behavior at Twitch event. Oh, it's 1 year. Wait, Mike, it's 1 year. 1 year?
Not bad.
It says violation expiration.
Oh, that's what I get unbanned.
Let's go.
We both get unbanned.
It's a 1 year ban. I get a 1 year break from a fucking headache.
Jack thinks that just because he has money and subscribers, he's completely invincible. Like, he can do anything and get away with it. Although, people just don't like him. And his Twitch ban wouldn't even be the worst of it. Because if we all remember, Jack would crash his McLaren on stream around a year ago, securing himself a permanent ban on Kick of all platforms, never to be seen again. But this was only one instance of Jack getting banned off Kick, because he would also get banned twice before that. One of the times getting in a fight with Neon at a boxing event, and the other for pressuring OF models to flash his stream. By the way, with an audience consisting primarily of children. Like I mentioned previously, Jack thinks he can get away with anything on the internet. Sure, he has money and clout, but in the end, that really means nothing. The only sites he can stream on now are Party, which is a crypto streaming site, Pump Fun, which also promotes meme coins that streamers promote to their audiences, and Rumble, which he's still yet to stream on. It also seems like Jack's really careful with the content he posts on TikTok and YouTube, as if he gets banned off those, it's safe to say his career is basically over. Before he would get banned on Kick and Twitch, he would do basically whatever he wanted on stream, pushing the limits of content in the wrong way, not doing anything super innovative, just promoting dangerous and sexual things to his audience of young kids. Because let's be honest, nobody over the age of 16 is actually watching Jack Doherty out of enjoyment. It's also important to mention that legit no big streamer likes Jack. There's a reason that the only people who hang around him are the degenerates of streaming. Oh yeah, and his OF hookers. Because nobody wants to associate themselves with him. In fact, when Jack would try to enter a club with his crew, they would be informed that he was personally banned by Aiden Ross. Roll the clip.
Friend with Aiden Ross doesn't like me, and he's like, I'm not playing a table if Jack Doherty's in the building, but I don't even know who the fuck it is. I've never met him in my life, never spoken a word to him in my life. Like, that's weird as fuck.
You can't go in?
Yeah, oh, Mr. Jones.
Let's go sneak him from the back.
Oh, Mr. Jones, Shaq, go fuck up your shit. Nah, I'm kidding, I'm joking. But literally, what the fuck? Like, no.
That is
like,
crazy.
Trippy literally told me to pull up and stream, but like, there's some fuck who literally weighs 4 people, has like more authority over the fucking artist that's pulling up, and that makes no sense.
For the first time here, it actually looked like Jack's ego was hurt. Like, bro spends all his time breaking the rules and serving no consequences, but now he's being told that he can't enter a club because another streamer with higher authority blacklisted him from it. And this time, he obviously couldn't even do anything about it. Like, in this clip, bro actually looked defeated. This is the first time I've ever seen Jack like this. And on top of that, back when Jack was at TwitchCon, he tried to enter Neon's party, but unfortunately was also banned from that. Like, bro actually can't get into anything nowadays.
Damn.
Oh, what's up? Have a good time in San Diego.
All right, there, buddy. What did I do, bro? Why is he tripping so hard? Damn. Neon's a baby. Tell Neon to come outside now. Now he needs to come outside. Now it's on site. Oh, what's good, bro?
What's up, bro?
Fuck. What are you doing? Hey, oh, you're a fucking pussy. You're a fucking pussy ass bitch. And so, all you guys, fuck you. No. Little skinny jean wearing ass, pussy ass motherfucker. Fuck you. Nah, fuck you. Fuck you. Open that shit. They're holding us captive. We want the smoke. Yo, relax. People are coming, you fuckface. Don't trap me in a fucking Sprinter van, idiot. Don't fucking do that, you stupid fuck. Fucking idiots.
With everything that's been recently happening, it seems like Jack is going to continue getting banned off every platform he touches, as each time he has a viral moment, he keeps upping the antics to make it better and better, simultaneously making him get banned off more and more platforms. And this has also caused him to lose relationships with some of the biggest streamers in the world, who, as we just saw, banned him from multiple parties and events. And on top of that, whatever Jack had left of a community is seemingly gone. All of his new videos are getting over 3 times more dislikes than likes, and there isn't a positive comment in sight. Genuinely, I don't even know how Jack is still making money. Sure, he has OF models under him, but many of his most popular ones have left over the past year. So whatever money he's still making surely isn't enough to upkeep the lifestyle that he lives, just based on what we can see as viewers. And regarding his current relationship with Neon, this is what he would also say.
What happened, you and Neon? Are you guys still beefing or are you guys cool?
I guess so, man. The beef goes on, you know?
Yo, why the girls going after Neon, not you? Like, they're leaving you. How?
I guess
Why?
so, bro. They're gone, bro. They're never coming back. It sucks.
It sucks. Why not enter the TwitchCon?
Huh?
Why not enter the inside TwitchCon?
I was in there for 30 minutes and I got a 1-year ban.
Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry I hurt. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Jack seriously looks and sounds so defeated, bro. Even he knows his career can't get much worse than this. So it's been a crazy past 24 hours for Jack Doherty. After getting arrested on 3 charges, including 2 counts of drug possession and resisting police, Jack would get released within only 24 hours, instantly talking about how being in jail was the worst experience of his life and how he was already ready to get on drugs and back to quote-unquote work. Now, I didn't want to make a video on this situation too quickly because I had a feeling Jack wasn't going to be in jail for very long, and I knew there was going to be a bunch of new information coming out shortly after his arrest. Now, the actual reason why Jack initially got arrested wasn't because he had or was on drugs. Joy magazine stated, Miami Beach police arrested Jack Doherty as he was walking in the middle of a busy street while live streaming and ignoring repeated officer demands to clear the roadway. I mean, to be honest, this is just classic Jack, bro. He does this shit all the time, and it was only a matter of time before he would get arrested for it. And it's so funny that Jack thinks he's above the law just because he has money and clout. Or maybe he just wanted to get arrested for some easy views, which based on his track record wouldn't be out of the ordinary. Regardless, he would get arrested for this and all the other charges mentioned. Roll the clip.
I'm going. I got him. Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got him. Back up. Don't worry about it. Back up. Yo, back up. Yo. Where you going? Back up. Chill.
Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him?
You want to be fucking funny.
Go to the sidewalk now.
You want to be funny. You're trying to get on the street, go on the fucking street. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, bro. No, you're fucking not.
He was trying.
Like, after I fucking do this, who the fuck are you, bro?
I was trying to walk up the street.
Doesn't matter, bro. All you had to do was get in the fucking sidewalk. That's it. You want to be fucking funny. That's it, bro.
Free JD. Free JD. You're great.
He's trying to make a video.
Everything gotta be some goddamn content, man.
Despite Jack getting arrested on 3 charges, that obviously wouldn't be enough to keep him locked up for very long. While people on Twitter were going crazy talking about how happy they are he finally got arrested, Jack was damn near already free. Before we knew it, Jack would set his Twitter pic to his mugshot, just showing how serious he was about the situation. Bro was trying his best to turn it into a joke and show people that he didn't actually care about being arrested. And that would be more apparent than ever after he would go live on Party to talk about everything.
We lit, baby. We fucking back. We're back. Oh my God, get me the fuck out of there. Let me get the fuck home. Let's go. Guys, that was hell. That was the worst day of my life, on God. It was funny for the first couple hours, and after it, I was like, okay, get me home. Why am I in here with these people? You guys don't understand what jail is like. Like, that was the worst experience of my life, and I'll never want to go back there ever again. Like, oh my God, I miss drugs and alcohol so bad. Like, no, I'm joking. But guys, I don't think you understand. Like, I want to describe everything that went down in the jail, but I'm so sober I can't. No, I'm kidding. But like, I will.
It amazes me how even though Jack is aware his audience is young kids, he still promotes things like drugs and alcohol to them, as if popping alcohol and drinking are cool things to do. Not to mention gambling. Like, almost immediately after getting freed, he would do an ad for gambling site Stake right outside the bail bonds location. Like, Jack has literally no morals. He knows he's promoting these terrible things to kids, but he doesn't care. All he cares about is money. And it's strange how openly he's talking about doing these things on livestream. The exact ones that got him locked up in the first place, even though law enforcement is likely watching or will see it as time goes on.
But ready? Like, where do I even start, bro? Besides, when I first got arrested, I was sitting in a jail cell for 5 hours by myself until they brought me to the actual jail to then do the fingerprints, mug shots, and all that stuff at like 8 in the morning. I finally got there. And then I had to do a bond, and then I finally got out another 12, 13 hours after that. So, bro, that was the longest, most miserable 24 hours of my life. Like, I literally can't believe I'm out now, and I'm just so freaking happy and thankful. Yo, chat, what's up, chat? Welcome home, bro. Coming with Adderall. Let's go. Guys, welcome home, baby. Should we go out to the club? Let's go, we out. We're same fit as yesterday, baby.
I hasn't showered.
I haven't, same fit as yesterday.
How do you feel?
They wanted me to shower. I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, I'm not getting naked. Bro, I had to bend over and cough in front of butt-ass naked. Like, that was the gayest shit ever. Like, I'm so gay now. On God, I didn't bend over and cough. Like, for what? He's like, squat and cough.
It seems like Jack honestly thinks he's above the law because he has money and clout, but in the end, these things will likely come back to bite him. Regardless, Jack would also get shirts made of his mugshot and begin wearing them to nightclubs, once again just proving how little he actually cares about the entire ordeal. And even after getting confronted by people at said nightclub, Jack would pull out his bodyguard as he always did, looking like a bigger retard than before.
Bitch over, corny ass motherfucker. You're not little baby, bro. Stop trying.
Get little baby dick out your mouth, you dumb ass dick rider.
And get my dick out of your mouth too, boy. Get away from me, boy. Get the fuck out of here.
Who?
You. Get out of my face. Get out of my face.
Who? I will smack the you lucky this man right here, bro.
Get out of my face.
I respect the dog shot.
What have I done to you?
I respect the dog shot.
Get out of my face, bro.
I would respect the dog. You lucky got this man right here, bro. That's security right there. That's security. This nigga come like a big
bad. It's over, bro.
This nigga come like a big bad wolf.
It's over.
Bro, you come like a big bad wolf. This shit keep your dumb ass in jail. Dumb ass queen, nigga.
Look at you trying to start a problem out of nothing. Look at you go.
Hey, suck my dick.
Did your clip go? Did your clip not go as planned? Did your clip not go as planned?
He's a hater. He's a hater.
I honestly don't think Jack will ever change after this point. Bro acts the exact same as he did prior to getting arrested, and things are likely only gonna get worse before they get any better. Jack is still using his bodyguard to protect him at any chance he gets, and using the same that got him locked up in the first place right after being freed. Not to mention making t-shirts of his mugshots, just showing how serious he was about the entire situation and how much he actually cared about being arrested. In fact, whenever they were on the way to the nightclub, Jack would talk about the controlled substance that he got caught with and the quote-unquote positive effect that it had on his life.
But then I turned 27 and Jack Doherty showed me and I've been so happy ever since. You know what's crazy about Apple? It's actually the greatest thing in the world. You just can't get on it young. It's actually insane that doctors prescribe it to kids.
You can though. Look at me. Look what happened. They put me on it young, and I literally became a millionaire at 15. Like what?
Well, yeah,
no, I'm kidding. Like literally.
Be real. You were.
For sure, but I used to like literally edit like in my videos in school. Like I would do 10 things at once. That's like put it Jack Doherty. Because they used to like literally take me on, put me on like 50 milligrams of Adderall. I was like a young ass kid. Like I don't even do that sometimes a day now. Where?
That day they shot you, I still in the mongoose. You could not come back around me, you turned your back on me.
I haven't slept in days.
I open the door, Scott. What the fuck you saying there for? Why do you sit here if you're gonna be a retard?
If you actually made it this far, thank you guys so much. And if you did, comment L Jack and I'll heart literally every single comment. I love you guys so much. It's been your boy Janky and I'm out. Peace.